Fall Sports Senior Night. Tonight we will recognize our seniors and their parents.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We got senior night going underway. I'll be quiet so y'all can watch and listen.
Amber Elming. Amber is a VHS band helper. Amber is the daughter of Heather Raymond and Dee Elming. Allie Baptiste. Allie is the daughter of Roger and Jessica Ashley. Grace Blanton. Grace is the son of Rachel and Scott Young and Lloyd Blanton. Jessica Coffin. Jessica plays the flute for the BHS Marching Band. Jessica is the daughter of J.W. Coffin and the late Ken Coffin. She is being escorted by her father, J.W., and her sister, Jenny Coffin, and grandmother, Bess Ann Coffin. Caden Evans. Caden is the son of Vonda Hall and Jerry Evans. Caden is a member of the Bearcat Marching Band and the cross-country team. Pablo Pereira. Pablo is the son of Mr. Javier Gatacos Pascual and Miss Teresa Pereira Wash. Host parents are Miss Amanda Webb and Mr. Russ Parrish. Mason Goers. Mason is the son of Tim and Amy Goers. Austin Goff. Austin plays the tuba for the BHS Marching Band. Austin is the son of Tamara and Daniel Montgomery. Kayla Howard. Kayla plays the aux percussion for the Bearcat Marching Band. She is escorted tonight by her aunt Miranda Howard. Blazin Jones. Blazin is the son of Jennifer and Brad Jones. Boston Keats. Boston is a Bearcat football manager and runs for the BHS cross-country team. He is the son of Jennifer and Michael Keats. Haley Lunsford. Haley is a Bearcat trainer and golf team member. She is the daughter of Katrina and Heath Lunsford.
Who was the Times Record?
Casey Matson.
And the coach said I could connect to the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Casey is the son of Tanya Ritchie
yeah,
and grandson
I'm not the
of
person
Hugo
to ask
Coffey.
on that.
The what?
I'm not the person to ask the password or
Okay.
anything on that. Somebody
Corbin
else may do
McGrath.
that.
Corbin is a Williams captain and the trumpet section leader for the Bearcat Marching Band. He's the son of Robin Hardy and the grandson of Anita and Frank Hart.
I tried to connect with my phone while ago and I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
So,
Mr. Walker may be.
Emily, the Bearcat Miller.
Mr. Walker may know.
Well, they just downstairs.
Emily is the daughter of Josh and Terry Boyden and John and
It's in
Jimmy
young Mary
Miller.
Chase. I'll tell you that.
yeah, Coach Walker, where he's at from Mr. Pierce.
Know where Mr. Pierce is. He's somewhere around the gate.
I guess that's to get somebody after the game then.
Or Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn might know.
Got down there. Glenn Parrish. Got down.
Rocky Ross. Rocky is the son of Ronnie and Jackie Ross. Kevin Sanchez. Kevin is a Bearcat trainer. She is being escorted by her grandparents, Carolyn and Jessica Gray, and her brother, Jordan Sanchez. Kate Smith. Kate is the son of Jessica and Mark Walker and Mark Smith. Caroline Smithson. Caroline runs for the cross-country team. She is the daughter of Stuart and Sarah Smithson. Caitlin Spain. Caitlin is the daughter of the late Jerry Spain. She's being escorted by her aunt, Charlotte Powell, and her uncle, Patrick Powell. Brooke Turner. Brooke is a golf team member and the reigning football homecoming queen. Brooke is the daughter of the late Raymond Turner and Sherry Posey. She's being escorted by her sister and brother-in-law, Erica and Lance Cameron. Jolie Tate.
Jolie does pretty much everything.
Jolie is a Bearcat trainer, tennis player, and golf team member.
She did golf, right?
She is the daughter of Mandy Williams and Casey Williams, along with Papa Bill and Aunt Brittany Tucker. Benson Upton. Benson is the son of Lyndall Upton and Jill Upton. Unable to attend is Paisley Vickers. Paisley is on the Bearcat golf team.
You hearing what I'm hearing
If you
now?
could, please give a round of applause for our seniors
That's uncalled.
this year in our senior dedication.
Is this your laptop that coaches?
Not mine.
Okay. Not mine. It's over here, coach.
How long have you had that on for?
That was just uncalled for.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We got Zach Austin here. Got Coach Denton with us. Coach, glad to have you.
Glad to be here. Expecting a really good game tonight, and should be competitive. Both these teams are very hyped up and have come in with some good schedules. So we'll see what happens here on the field.
It should be a very, very interesting game. How's everything looking as far as basketball goes?
Right now, everything's going good. We're volleyball just finished up, and basketball, we've got some players that are out here on the football team. So, but kids are working hard. They're getting geared up. It's a long off season. Going from February to November before we play our first game, and it's a lot of repetitions. But the kids are working hard. Now they kind of see the games coming up. They're getting excited. The momentum here the last few days is really kind of hyped up. Practices are more intense, and I think we're ready. We'll play several games, expected to play several games before we ever get our football players out of after the season. So they got to be ready with what we got. But we've got a couple returning starters, and we look to have a very competitive season.
That'll be good. I mean, y'all made it to regionals last year, and don't expect anything less this year. Making it back to regionals, hopefully state. I'm sure is the office goal.
Right. Well, in our conference, our conference is a very tough basketball schedule. Our tough conference, and the goal is always to make the regionals, and we want to go to state every year. This year, like I said, we got a couple of returning starters, but we did lose some key pieces, and we got some sophomores that moved up. We really expect, like Coulter Fisher, who we expect him to come in and play some big minutes for us this year.
Right.
And then some guys coming off injury like London Lee, just expect him to come in and pick up where he left off before he had his injury last year, and just hopefully we get back to regionals and continue to be competitive and continue the winning ways that we've created here at Booneville.
Right. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You got 100 wins last season, right?
Correct. I think we ended up getting up to 111 or 114 or something altogether since I've been here over the last 7-8 years, and we just look to build on that. We've been winning on average about 15 a year, which is a really good spot to be. Like I said, our conference is very tough. A lot of schools with a really good basketball tradition, and we try to really build that tradition since I've got here.
Right.
And just build on it. We've been to state a couple times and had a lot of success and won several tournaments. So we got several tournaments that we're going to be in this year, and just glad the kids come out. They work so hard, and just love the support that we're getting from the community. Doing all kinds of great things. We've got a weight room now in the gym that we use on a daily basis. We've got a couple of new shooting machines and stuff. We put a lot of money in the program from the community, and it's just amazing to see it grow. And in our girls team, they got all their starters back from last year, so we're really expecting good things about them. And Coach Goer's doing a wonderful job. He really works them hard, and just really look forward to watching them play and get on the court.
Right. So when's y'all's first game, Coach?
Our first game is a week from Monday. We play Mansfield here. Mansfield may or may not be without their football players. I think they've got 6 or 7 in the gym right now. We've got like 9 or 10. So we may both be very short-handed, but hey, we're still going to play. These guys have worked hard, and they're ready to get on the hard court, ready to compete with somebody other than the guys that they see every day in practice.
Right.
So.
Well, that's good. I guess I'll let you get to it unless you got anything else to say, Coach, before you get out of here.
No. Just good luck to the Bearcats tonight. Let's go win a conference championship.
All right. Thanks,
Coach.
All right, that was Coach Denton visiting with us tonight. Appreciate it, Coach. And very excited. I'm really looking forward to basketball season. Coach has done an awesome job here, and I'm not just saying that just because he just walked down the steps. I mean, like he said, 113 wins since he's been here 7-8 years, averaging 15 wins a season, when before the Cats, they were averaging, 2 wins, maybe 5 wins, something like that. So he's really turned the program around. A good, godly man, and he's also in the National Guards as well. So, I mean, he's a man of all trades. He wears different shoes, and he's a very talented, very gifted man, and we are very honored to have him on our staff as our coach, and as well as Coach Goers. Got Arivac coming in right now, and I'm hoping I'll try to get with Coach Tim Goers here in a couple days or so, maybe see if we can get an interview with him before one of the games coming up or at halftime of one of the games, talk about the girls and what to look for on the girls team. As Coach Denton said, they got all the girls coming back for the basketball team. They've got a couple guys coming back for the boys team, and got Arivac landed on the field. But basketball starts a week from Monday. We'll be playing Mansfield, and should be a good game. Both teams more than likely will be without their football players. That's in be a couple weeks, but I'll be quiet. I'll let Isaac have his headset back. He probably wants it back. Got about 5 minutes until we kick off. We'll come back and tell you a little stats about the series. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here. We got about 3 minutes and 15 seconds until kickoff. Just joining us, it is senior night. It is also National Guard, awareness night is what Chuck told us earlier. So got the artillery set up over here to the west of us towards the old field house. We got a flag draped over in the middle. Also talked to head boys basketball coach, Coach Ronnie Denton. So if you want to run it back, you can watch a little interview with the coach talking about this upcoming season. He's very excited, looking forward to it. Said the guys are getting pumped up. They got a game a week from Monday. They'll be playing Mansfield. He said the guys are very excited to play somebody other than themselves. You know, this is like with any sport. You know, you practice and you practice, and in football you want to hit somebody. Well, on the court, you know, you want to go against somebody and show what you can do, and that's what the guys are getting ready to do. And hopefully we'll be able to get a interview with Coach Tim Goers here in a next game or two and let him talk about the girls' basketball team. But right now, we got your captains walking onto the field for the Paris Eagles. That's going to be number 10. That's going to be Nate Henderson. And number 56 be Miguel Ellenberg. For your Booneville Bearcats, you got number 4, Rocky Ross, and number 23, Cade Smith. Both of them are seniors. Coming into tonight, Isaac, Paris is ranked 7th in Class 3A. They come in 8-0, 5-0 in conference. And your Booneville Bearcats are number 3 in Class 3A. They come in 8-1 and 5-0 in conference. This is the 91st meeting between both of these schools. You got the Battle of Logan County here in South Logan County.
Yep.
And luckily, the Cats lead the series 48-36 with 6 ties for a 56% win percentage. The Cats lead the streak. We have won the last 3. The last time that Paris won was homecoming, 2015, I believe. Won 28-21. And but the last time these two teams met was last year, and the Cats come away and won 28-20. That was on October 30th, and a close game. Cats had a couple turnovers that Mr. Duke Walker returned. He is committed to Missouri for baseball. He returned them for touchdowns, and luckily the Cats come up with a stop on defense on 4th down or so there in the 4th quarter, and was able to put the game away. The Cats have won, and we have deferred. Looks like we'll be defending the west end zone, and Paris will receive the ball. last week, Paris beat Perryville 31-6. Duke Walker, he had 17 carries for 128 yards. On defense, Nate Henderson, number 10, your captain, he had 11 tackles. Last week, your Cats also won 49-0 over the Atkins Red Devils. We had 447 yards of offense, led by Randon Ray. He had 112 yards on 7 carries. He had 2 touchdowns as well. Dax Goff and Cody Elliott led the defense with 4.5 tackles. Dunn Daniel, he had 4 tackles as well. Last week, the Cats was also without Pablo Gradicos Ferrer, their kicker. Was worried that he had a broken ankle, but luckily it was just a bad sprain, so he sat out last week and just let it rest. And we was also without our leading tackler, Casey Manson. Hopefully Casey will be on the field tonight. Pablo is back. I think Casey will be back. I know it's going to be kind of maybe a game time decision on whether or not he's going to be playing, but I know he's going to be wanting to play, senior not. Looks like he is dressed out. So it'd be nice to have our leading tackler back. Now, the Paris Eagles, they coming in scoring about 43 points a game while only giving up 6 points a game. Your Booneville Bearcats, we're scoring 45 points a game while allowing 15 points a game. So both teams can score, Isaac, but
that one outlier is Timpson. That's why our average is higher.
That's why our average is higher. And I did that through 8 games. Now, if you go through 9 games, we've got 40 points a game and giving up 13. As far as yards per game, your Booneville Bearcats are we're only giving up 158 yards on defense. Defense is doing a phenomenal job, and we're holding teams to 41 rushing yards a game. And then we're giving up 93 yards passing. That's not too bad, honestly. And I think do I hear Mr. George down there? I do. I hear Mr. DJ George down there in the bleachers. Your Booneville Bearcats, though, Isaac, we're averaging over 400 yards a game, 414 yards to be exact per game, and 409 of that is on the ground. Randy Ray's going to be your leading rusher for the Cats. He comes in with 902 yards and 18 touchdowns. He also has 15.5 tackles and 2 interceptions. Rocky Ross and Rylan Ray are both over 500 yards rushing. And Dax Goff, he's over 600 yards rushing. Your leading tackler for the Bearcats now is Cody Elliott, since Casey Manson was out last week for an injury. Mason Gowers has 24. Casey Manson has 24.5. And Dax Goff also has 25 tackles for the Bearcats. Pablo Grecos Ferrer to do the kicking. And we are underway here at Bearcat Stadium. And it's going to be fielded by Duke Walker over here on the left-hand side. He cuts back to the right, and Tayton Rice is in pursuit of him. And we got a Cat holding on to him, and he's going to be dragged down about the 26, 27-yard line with 11:52 left to go here in the first quarter. Give a shout out to Mr. Glenn Rice. Come up here and said hi while ago. He's here helping get the stands fired up, as well as Mr. DJ George. And we're going to see Isaac, the Eagles, they like to pass and run. They're a pretty balanced attack. From what I've been kind of told, they'll throw more, but you got to watch out for Duke. And they'll get you with the pass, and you go back and pass coverage, and then you can go hand off to Duke. And here's a handoff right now to Duke, and he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage by Mr. Brett Welling. He's got 15 tackles on the year and half a sack. So it's going to be 2nd and 12. Ball's on the 24-yard line of the Paris Eagles. Your quarterback for the Eagles is going to be number 2, Chase Watts. Got 2 guys back there in the backfield. That's number 10 going in motion. That's Henderson. And Watts is looking. He cuts back to the right side, and he's going to be hit, but he sheds a tackle, and he pitches over here to Duke. He's got a couple of guys, and Peyton Tatum's going to hold on to him. And it's going to be close to the first down, Isaac. Boy, that's making a play right there.
Yeah. Usually you don't want to do that, just throwing the ball out there like that, but sometimes you can make something out of nothing, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes you get away with it. Get a little pitch when it's get people going one way. You got that little leverage there. Got 2 guys back there in the backfield. Walker is to the right of Watts. Henderson is on the left of him. 2 receivers over here to the left, 1 to the right. hard count, and he's going to be hand off to Duke over here on the left-hand side. He's got the first down, and he's going to be tackled about the 45, 46. I think the ball's on the ground. And looks like Paris has got on top of it. It's going to be first down for the Eagles. And they're going to have the ball on their own 46-yard line with 10:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Now, we do have the window closed. It is a very cold, breezy, or cool, breezy night. Watts is rolling to his right. And be caught over there on the right-hand side by number 5, and he's going to be popped over there. And who is that on? Dunn Daniel, I believe, in there on the stop for the Cats. That was Bain in there on the reception for the Eagles and brings up second down. And Trace Hall in there on the tackle as well for your Bearcats. You got trips to the right, one over here to the left. Walker's in the backfield with Watts. And that's Henderson with the ball. Henderson's going to have the first down, and he's going to be wrapped up, though, by Mr. Brett Welling. Give you some of the guys out there on defense for your Cats. Looks like your starting nose man is going to be Rylan Ray. Your left defensive tackle is Chase Plumell. Your right defensive tackle is Mr. Brett Welling. Same formation. And it's going to be a handoff. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper over here on the left-hand side. Cody Elliott is in pursuit. He's got the first down up over to the 20. And he's going to be tackled by Brooks Herrera about the 13-yard line. 9:19 left to go here in the first quarter. And the Eagles are flying towards the end zone right now. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 12. They can get a first down without getting in the end zone. And it's going to be a handoff to Duke on the right-hand side. And he has a big old hole, but he's going to be tripped up by Dax Goff. Johnny Barnes is going to come in for the Cats. Your guys in there at linebacker for the Bearcats is going to be Dax Goff is your middle linebacker. Cody Elliott is your other middle linebacker. Cody's at the outside linebacker. Dunn Daniels in at middle linebacker. And Duke Walker's going to be stuffed by Mason Goers from the outside linebacker position. I'll spit it out here in a second. And Johnny Barnes. Trace Hall is going to be your corner, as well as Mr. Randon Ray. Brooks Herrera is your safety. Peyton Tatum's your other safety. And it's going to be Watts rolling over here to his right. And he's going to cut back over here to the left-hand side. Cody Elliott's going to hold on to him, and he's going to be stopped by Dax Goff and Cody Elliott. So that's going to bring up 4th and 12 with 7:48 left to go here in the first quarter. And we're going to have a field goal attempt from the Eagles. Number 75. Do not have a 75 on the roster. So anybody from Paris, see who number 75 is, please. Kick is up. And it is good. So it's 7:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Paris Eagles are up 3-0 over your Booneville Bearcats. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium, home of champions from Don Elmore Press Box, just right off DJ George Drive. And Mr. DJ George is down in the bleachers tonight. Mr. Yang to do the kicking for 70. That's number 75 for the Eagles. 7:30 left to go here in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, the Bearcats won the toss, kicked off to the Paris Eagles. And they just flew on down towards the end zone. the Cats did stop them and forced a field goal. Kicked a 24-yard field goal, went up 3-0, and this is going to be the first possession of the game for your Booneville Bearcats. It is senior night. Miss Jennifer Black, she wants a shout out to Janet Campbell, who is home with her dogs and cats. Go Cats, pluck those Eagles. Rylan Ray is going to be your fullback. Brandon Ray is going to be your quarterback. Rocky Ross goes in motion. He gets the ball over here on the right-hand side. Little juke move. Good job by the Paris defense, led by number 10, Henderson. And number 56 as well, Ellingberg. So Rocky gets about a yard there on the play. And it looks like they gave him 2. 2nd and 8 with 7:09 left to go here in the first quarter. Got 2 receivers to each side. Looks like Dunn Daniels will be split out over here on the right-hand side. Cade Smith is split out to the left. Rocky Ross goes out to the left-hand side now. Brooks Herrera goes in motion, and he's going to have an offside call against the Paris Eagles.
We're going to have to throw the ball sometime today.
Yeah,
They play like a bear front. And everybody's up close. Look like they're trying to play like a man coverage. Nobody's deep. So if you can get somebody past them, then especially this side.
this is going to be gone,
Yeah.
more than likely. It looks like we're going to bring in Chase Plymell and Dax Goff.
But now we're going to go double tight.
Double tight. Dunn Daniels comes in at tight end.
No, everybody's
Splits
gonna be
in. Chase Plymell comes in at tight end on the left-hand side. That's a big tight end over there. And it's going to be hand off to Dax on the left-hand side. Looks like he's going to be tripped up.
Yeah, the play was there too. It was a simple blast.
Yeah. Little T formation there. Plymell comes out, and Kate Smith comes back in for the Cats. He's going to be split out to the left. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 3rd and a long one from the 42-yard line. 6:20 left to go here in the first quarter. First possession of the game for the Cats. Brandon Ray comes up under center. Dax Goff is your halfback on the right-hand side. Rocky Ross is at the left. And it's going to be Randon on the keeper. And Randon's got the first down, and he's going to be wrapped up about the 49-yard line. It looks like that was number 13 in there on the stop. That's going to be Jude Simmons. Got a shout out for Mr. John Simmons. He is watching from Grissom Air Force Reserve Base in Indiana. He says, "Go Cats, go." Ross goes in motion. He's going to get the pitch over here on the right-hand side. Rocky does it with the spin move, and Henderson just holds on to him, and he gets lit up. Rocky's going to come off a little. Rocky gets dinged and limping a little. That's got to hurt, him holding on to the ankle and then just getting laid back. That's going to hurt. So Brooks comes in. Cade Smith splits out to the right. Dunn Daniels, you tied in on the left. Rylan Ray still your fullback. Brandon Ray's your quarterback. Goff goes in motion. He's going to hand off to Brooks. Brooks got a little hole right there. And Henderson in there on the stop for the Eagles. And number 3 as well, Watts. So it's going to bring up 3rd down for the Cats. It's going to be 3rd and about 4. Well, they got 3rd and 3. That's a long 3, Isaac. 4:45 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
The ball's on the 45-yard line of the Eagles. Looks like they got a safety now.
Well,
They got 2 guys. They're moving. Oh! That's going to back us up 5 and see if we'll. That's a big game like this, Isaac, and we learned that down at Timpson. Penalties hurt as well as fumbles or interceptions and stuff like that. Changes the momentum of a game, and especially early on, you're trying to establish that momentum and that foundation to build on
Yeah.
throughout the game.
When you run the ball a lot, it's hard to overcome 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9s.
Yeah.
So you got to become a little tricky.
Goff goes in motion. Looks like Randon did a hard count.
Trying to see what the defense is going to do.
Looks like he's going to be changing plays. 3rd and 8, 4:05 left to go here in the first. Ball is at midfield. And looks like we're going to have a timeout by the Bearcats. And we're going to take this time to thank our sponsors for the new school website and the new app. So we want to thank 5B Properties, B Plus Rentals, Saks RV Park, Patriot Underground, Crowley City Service, Community National Bank, Stacy Holbert Photo Art, and Gerald Baker Shield of Shelter Insurance. I want to say thank you to all those folks that helped make the app and the new website possible. Go to BoonevilleBearcats.com and check out the latest stories on the sports going on. Had a cross-country meet here this past week, actually. And, you know, basketball's coming up. We talked to Mr. Ronnie Denton earlier, the head basketball coach for the boys. And, you know, we're going to have some more stories on that. Glenn does a good job. And just want to say thank you to all those folks out there. If y'all see them out and about, tell them thanks because they help make that possible. So it's 3rd and 8, 4:02 left to go here in the first. Ball is on midfield. Brooks goes in motion. It's going to be a keeper, and it's going to be a pitch over here to Dax Goff. Dax heads to the sideline. He's got the first down, runs over Duke, and he's going to be stopped about the 34-yard line by number 1. That's Martinez, and number 5, Bo Bain. And I got nervous there at first, Isaac, when he pitched that. I was afraid he's going to drop it or he wasn't going to catch it.
Yeah.
So it'll be first down for the Cats. Brooks goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Ryland right up the middle. He gets up to about the 30-yard line. We got a pretty good crowd out here tonight for a cold, cool weather, windy. Looks like the wind's died down, though, right now. The flag's not moving any. 3:13 left to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 31-yard line. And it's going to be Randon on the keeper on the right-hand side. A little stiff arm by Randon. He lowers his shoulder, and he's still on his feet. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, and there's a flag coming in late. And that's going to move us closer to the end zone. And Duke's over there talking to the official. He don't agree with it, but
Bradley, I believe, is the young man who grabbed the hold of him. That guy's a very strong 5'7", and he kind of did a suplex on him.
or was that Bradley 32 that tackled him?
Randon, and that's going to take it inside the 10-yard line. 3:02 left, first quarter. Paris with a 3-0.
So that's going to put the ball right about the 5-yard line. Just inside the 5, looks like. 3:02 left to go here in the first quarter. It's going to be first and go from the 5. And it's going to be a handoff to Ryland right up the middle. And he's going to be stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. And let's see. Mr. Jude Simmons was the first to be there on contact for the Eagles, Mr. Truck says. I'd like to give a shout out to Jeremy Pruitt and his daughter Mackenzie Pruitt. They say, "Go Cats, go." Kate Smith split out to the right. Goff goes in motion. He's going to get the ball over here on the right-hand side, and he's going to be tackled about the 4-yard line by number 32. That's Mason Bradley. 2:20 left to go here in the first quarter, and it's a third down, 3rd and goal from the 4. The Eagles are up 3-0 over the Cats. Dunn Daniels, you tied in over here on the right-hand side. Kate Smith splits out to the left. Brooks Herrera is your right halfback. Ryland Ray is your fullback. Dax Goff is your left halfback, and Randon Ironman Ray is your quarterback. Brooks goes in motion. That's going to be Randon over here on the left-hand side. He's going to be in. Touchdown, Bearcats. 1:50 left to go here in the first quarter, and your Cats are up 6-3 over the Eagles. And looks like the Cats are going to go for 2 here. Ross comes in. He's going to be split out to the left. Cats are going to be in shotgun formation. Ryland is to the right of Randon. Brooks and Mason Goers are going to be your H-backs. Cade Smith runs out there. You got 10 seconds left on the play clock. And, man, the Cats are going to use their second timeout in the first quarter. Coach Doc Crowley's not very happy. I wouldn't be either. Very important rivalry game. Conference championship on the line, or at least a share of the conference championship. The Cats still have Perryville next week. They only have 1 loss in conference. So you got 1:50 left to go here in the first quarter. It's 6-3 Cats over the Eagles. And looks like Mr. Pablo is going to be on for the PAT. Brooks Herrera is going to be the holding. Cade Smith is going to be your long snapper. Here's Pablo's kick. It's up. And it is good. So with 1:50 left to go here in the first quarter, your Booneville Bearcats 7, Paris Eagles 3. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat football. We'll be right back. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium, home of champions, right off DJ George Drive. Up here, the second layer of Don Elmore press box. Got 1:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Your Cats strike on their first possession of the game. Make it 7-3, Cats over the Eagles. Pablo Grecos Ferrer to do the kicking for the Cats. Back deep is Duke Walker. He's going to be your deepest man. It looks like number 32, Bradley, over here on the left-hand side, and number 1, Martinez, on the far side. Mason Bradley's going to fill it over here on the left-hand side. He's got to the sideline over here, and he's a little spin move, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds by Brooks Herrera and Brendan Dove. And Mr. Pablo was over there in the area as well. Danville is up 12-6 over Mayflower in the first. And Prescott is up 6-0 over Jessieville. That's also in the first. And right now, Isaac, Danville is technically in the playoffs. I mean, they're in the playoff hunt since they beat Baptist Prep last week. So they've got the win over them. So Baptist needs some help with some other teams to beat Danville to get into the playoffs now. Even if they win out and Danville wins out, Danville's going to be in the playoffs. It looks like Danville's going to take a timeout here.
Paris.
Or did I say Danville?
Yeah.
Well, y'all know what I mean. Anyways, Paris is going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium. Two receivers to the right, one over here to the left. Two guys in the backfield with Mr. Watts. And he's rolling over here, getting pressured by Cody Elliott. Cody's going to hold on to him, and he's going to be sacked by Cody Elliott. And Dunn Daniel got a flag coming in late, though. We'll see what the call is.
Yes, and also great job by the Booneville secondary.
Sure, it's not a face
Nobody was
mask.
open, and Watson eventually just had to eat it.
That looked like he wanted to throw it there right at the end.
By that time, Elliott had a little help. Now, is there a flag down? There's a flag down.
You said a 5-yard face mask, Isaac, or 15? Let's see what they
15.
be a 15-yard. And the Cats getting hurt by penalties.
That's going to bring it out to the 30-yard line.
And that's not me dogging the refs or nothing. The Cats have struggled with some penalties this year. They really have.
Yeah, especially the first few games.
Yeah. Done a little bit better as the season going on. We really have. So it looks like two receivers over here to the left, one to the right. Watches your quarterback. Hand off to Duke over. I'm sorry, he's going to keep it right up the middle. And he's just going to be met by a whole slew of Bearcats. Got Welling, Rylan Ray, Cody Elliott coming in there off the bottom. I tell you, Cody, he's done a real good job, Isaac, stepping in since Casey's been out, and he's taken over that leading tackler role as he's the leading tackler for the Cats since Casey set out last week because of the injury. But Cody had 27 tackles coming into tonight's game. Same formation here for the Eagles. Cats shift, and it's going to be a handoff over here to Duke. Good little hole over here by the Eagles, and he's going to be met and forced out of bounds at the 41-yard line by Randon Ray. And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter because there's 5 seconds left. And
More than likely, whenever they wind it.
I don't see Coach Weaver deciding to run the play here in 5 seconds. He might, but
I don't think so. Why did he wind the clock? Oh, he ran out of bounds.
oh, he did run out of bounds, didn't he?
Yep.
So there will be one more play. I'm sorry. Duke goes in motion. We'll be surprised to see. And he's got Cody Elliott pursuing him. And he's going to be caught by number 5 over there. He's got the first down. And he's going to be tackled at the 41-yard line. And he's in the Bearcat territory. That's Mr. Bo Bain. That was Peyton Tatum in there on the stop for the Bearcats. And Paris ends the first quarter on a good note. And that's going to be a 7-3 into the first quarter. Your Booneville Bearcats are leading. Your Paris Eagles, though, they're going for another drive towards the red zone. Hopefully this time they're hoping to get in. And for Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We thank you for watching here tonight. And we're going to thank our sponsors one more time. There's been some games I forget to do it, and I do apologize for that. But thank our sponsors for the app and the new school website, 5B Properties, B Plus Rentals, Saks RV Park, Patriot Underground, Crowley City Service, Community National Bank, Stacy Hobart Photo Art, Gerald Baker, Shield of Shelter Insurance. So, started the second quarter, 7-3 Cats over the Eagles in the 91st meeting between the two. I believe this is the most anybody has played the Cats. The rivalry, Isaac's kind of been renewed the last couple of years since we've been back in the same conference over the last about 2-4 years or so. It's going to be handoff to Duke Walker, cuts back, and he's going to be met by Cody Elliott and a couple other guys.
Yeah, because it's been a while since we'd played Paris until they came back in our conference.
It really has, you know.
05, 06 was the last time we played them.
I would say 05. Let's see, my 8th grade year, 05. And we didn't play them until, 14, 15 when Ethan was playing, I think was the first time we played them. So, two receivers to the right, one over here to the left. Got two guys in the backfield with Watts. And Watts is going to be, and he's going to keep it. And he rolls over here. And Cody Elliott in pursuit. And Dunn Daniels going to hold on to him, and it's going to be incomplete over the head. And are the coaches arguing he's
Stepped out of bounds.
stepped out of bounds?
Oh, he's past the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's what I was wanting.
Intentional grounding.
Well, the
They're
side
intentional
judge had
grounding.
some little black thing on the field there, so.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out what he's discussing about.
Well, looks like it's going to be against the Eagles.
It's only a 5-yard penalty.
Will be a 5-yard penalty against the Eagles. So I think they were saying he was past the line of scrimmage. That's what that was. Yep. So 2 receivers to the left, one over here to the right. Got 2 guys in the backfield. Watts is your quarterback. Throwing over here to the left, right-hand side, incomplete. That was intended for number 5.
Oh, come on now.
Bo Bain. Well, I missed. What happened? What happened, Isaac?
Well,
is that against us?
No, 65 for Paris was pushing the Bearcat into the ground.
Mason?
Yeah, pretty vigorously after the play was ended.
Oh. I was going to say, it's being a little chippy-ish. Not too
we
bad.
did
Whoa.
Be offsetting.
Offsetting penalties. Well, I missed it. I know some of you folks watching didn't miss it.
They missed it. Camera's over there where the ball was.
Oh, y'all missed it too then. Well, somebody may have got it. The fans didn't like it, and it's going to be 4th down for the Eagles with 11:05 left to go here in the second quarter. So that's going to send Randon Ray and Brooks Herrera back deep for the Cats. And looks like Mr. Jude Simmons, number 13, is going to be doing the punting.
This punter likes to punt end over end.
End over end. Uh-oh. And here's the snap. Good high kick. And the ball's going to go into the end zone. The Cats are going to have it at the 20-yard line. And we'll give a shout-out to Mr. John Goers. He says, go Cats, or go Bearcats, go Mason Goers. Hit them hard, hit them often. And Mason Goers hit him hard and hit him pretty often right there on that play.
Yeah, so Cats will get the ball 1st and 10 at the 20 with 10:57 left.
As Megan Mayer says her and her son John are watching from Northwest Arkansas. Also want to give a shout out to Mr. Dummy Shepherd watching over in the Sugar Grove area, as well as Philip Robertson. Randy Ray is going to be your quarterback. And he's going to be a keeper over here on the left-hand side. Let's see what he can do here up over to the 40, 45, 50. That's where he's going to be tackled. They're going to mark him at the 49-yard line. That's going to be number Martinez and Henderson on the stop for the Eagles. That was a good stiff arm over here by Randon. Like you said, Isaac, I still think the Cats are going to have to pass at some point here tonight. Good job, though, by the Bearcats to get something there. I mean, that whole sideline was open. Ray Splancett is in that receiver now on the left-hand side. Dunn Daniels, your halfback. Dax Goff is your not. He's going to be who, and I don't know. That's Rylan Ray there on the keeper. Dunn Daniels at tight end, not halfback. And Dax Goff was your right halfback in motion. 10-13 left to go here in the second quarter. And it's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 46-yard line. Manila is up 13-0 over Walnut Ridge. They lost last week to Hoxie. And it's going to be handoff to right up the middle to Rylan Ray. And he's going to be tripped up by number 56, Ellingberg. That's going to be a 1st down for your Bearcats with 9:46 left to go here in the second quarter. Ray splits it, splits out to the right. Daniel comes over here to the left-hand side. Rocket Ross is in at halfback on the left-hand side. Randy Ray is your quarterback. Dax Goff is your right halfback, and Rylan Ray is your fullback. Randy on the keeper, right up the middle, and that's going to be Henderson in there on the stop. Boy, it sure is. It's
getting a little chippy.
It is.
Both teams are telling the folks to just chill out and play ball.
2-yard pickup, second, 8.
I can hear Mr. BJ George all the way up here.
I mean, I like it when the guys are excited and stuff, but there's also a little point, where it gets to going too much and it crosses the line, and that's not good.
Yep.
Ross is going to go in motion. It's going to be hand off to Dax. So coming back here on the left-hand side, runs a guy over, and he's going to – oh, I thought he had the first down. They're going to mark him back about 2 yards back. Boy, he just lowered his shoulder and ran him right over.
Yes, I guess they said he was down when he was –
So it'll be 3rd and 2. Ball's on the 31-yard line of the Eagles. 8:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Cats are up 7-3 over the Eagles. Randon up under center. Ross goes in motion, and we're going to have a flag. It's thrown from the back judge.
Was it? That's the umpire. Well, I guess.
Oh, was it the umpire?
Delay of game.
Delay game?
Yep.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 7. Luckily, that's only a 5-yard penalty. But when you're a run team,
Yeah. Long third downs aren't your friend.
No. Brooks Herrera and Rocky Ross are your halfbacks. Rylan Ray is your fullback. And it's going to be hand off to Rylan over here on the left-hand side. Rylan is driving them legs, and he gets up over to about the 31-yard line. Let's see. Bradley coming in there off the bottom of the pile. Mason Bradley, that is, for the Eagles. So it's going to be 4th and 2 for the Cats with 7:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Ball is on the 31-yard line. And it's going to be Randy Ray on the keeper. And we'll see where they spot it. That's going to be close.
It's going to be close. I think it's going to be Randy Ray on the carry. If I was looking at it, I think maybe a half yard short. And now you go back to where Dax Goff.
I think you're short by the nose of the football. He's going to have to measure that.
Yep, they're going to measure it.
Perryville back on top of Baptist Prep, 14-7.
Did you say Perryville on top of Baptist Prep, Chuck? 14-7. Perryville is without their quarterback still, I believe. He got hurt last week against Paris. We'll see here. Yep. Well, he's
football.
Bob. So it'll be turnover on down, and the Paris Eagles are going to take over on their own. Well, they're going to take over on their own 30. So the defense, Isaac, they've done a pretty good job last couple series. Cody Elliott, he's been shooting out of there like a ball, you know.
And you keep putting pressure on the quarterback, and he'll flush out of the pocket, usually get sacked.
Trips to the left, one over here to the right. Duke is to the right of Watts. And it's going to be handoff to Duke, and he's going to be met by Cody Elliott. And Brett Welling coming in there as well to help finish it off. Goff is in there. He gets about 2 yards there on the carry. with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go until halftime. Ball will be on the 32-yard line of the Eagles. Be 2nd and 8.
Short 8. Ferris lines up 3.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. J.D. Jones.
Joined Walker in the backfield.
Walker goes in motion. And Watts is rolling over here to his left. Got some pressure from Chase Plumell, and he's going to be wrapped up. And that's going to be a fumble. Is that not a backwards pass? Cody Elliott's going to get on it, and that's going to be Bearcat football.
And still nothing from the officials.
I thought the side judge pointed backwards.
Yeah.
He pointed backwards over here. No.
They're going to say it was a pass.
You wrote that back, Isaac?
Intentional grounding against Ferris.
I wasn't recording it.
Oh, darn it.
Usually there's only way for football to go backwards. You got to throw it that way.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Chase played basketball last year and the year before, so he's got a little bit of speed.
He's no small guy either, but he showed some speed right
Oh, goodness.
Yes, penalty stepped off against Ferris.
So it's going to be a penalty against the Eagles.
He was outside the tackle
He
box
was-
anyway. So
Down in 28.
That's not intentional grounding. No, sir.
well, yeah, he's outside the tackle box. And he threw it behind him.
Doing behind him. It's like the Auburn-Arkansas game again.
Again, hard to tell whether that was a pass or
Anyways, like Ethan said a while ago, we're not down there on the field. So that's going to be 3rd and 27. Ball's on the 12-yard line of the Eagles. 6:36 left to go. And it's going to be handoff to Duke over here, right up the middle. He cuts over here to the right-hand side. And he's going to be pursued by Dunn Daniel. He's popped by Peyton Tatum, but he's still up on his feet. He's going to have the first down. What a run by Duke Walker.
Now give him credit.
Give him some credit right there. He ran hard, and he earned every bit of that.
Not before he picks up 35 yards.
Wow. You know, he's, I'm sure, probably averaging over 100 yards a game. You know, a couple weeks ago, Baptist Prep held them to under 100 yards as a team, but Duke still had over 100 yards rushing. Trips to the left. Duke is going to be to the left of Watts. He's going to cut to the left, and he's going to be met about the line of scrimmage. Well, they may give him a yard, it looks like. Chase Palmell coming off the bottom of the pile there for the Cats. 5:53 left to go here in the second quarter. And it's going to be 2nd and 9. And the ball's on the 48-yard line of the Eagles. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Watts is your quarterback. Duke is to the left of him. Looks like there's going to be a timeout by the Eagles. And both teams are going to have one timeout left. So with 5:33 left to go here in the second quarter, Cats 7, Eagles 3. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. All right, we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. 2nd and 9 for the Eagles from their own 48-yard line with 5:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Got two receivers on either side. Got a hard count by Watts. Duke Walker is to the left of him.
Watts changing the play on 2nd and 9.
Watts is looking. Got some pressure from Mason Goers. And he's going to throw it and just over the head of Mr. Duke Walker. Cody Elliott, though, in coverage. Boy, we've been calling Cody's name all night long, Isaac. He's had a real phenomenal game so far tonight, as well as Mason. They've both been getting some pressure back there on Watts.
Yep.
So it's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Eagles. Mason Bradley's going to come in for the Eagles. As number 13 goes off. That's going to be Jude Simons.
Maybe throw it a little bit later than he wanted to.
Bradley's going to be in the backfield with Watts. He's going to be to the left of him. Duke is to the right of him. Two receivers to the left, one over here to the right. Duke goes in motion and got some pressure coming by the Cats. Good lick by Mason. High pass and incomplete. Good job by Trace Hall to deflect the pass away. So that's going to bring up 4th down, and I got a little nervous there. Trace looking over him like that, and talking a little. There's still good coverage.
Yep.
So 5 minutes and 19 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. It's 7-3. Cats lead. The Jude Simons to do the punting for the Eagles. Back deep is going to be Brooks and Randon Ray. Low snap. That's a pretty good kick, and they're just going to let it go. Oh, and luckily it went into the end zone. Yeah.
He's not even in the end zone saying that.
No, he wasn't. That was Mason Bradley. Boy, he was like the road runner there, just running as all as he could. Cats get a little break there, I'll admit that.
First and 10 for the Cats at the 20, and it was just inches away from being at the 1.
You always have to start at your 1. That's a tough situation.
5:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Cats have the ball on their own 20-yard line. Race is split out over here to the left. Dunn Daniels, your tight end on the right-hand side. Rylan Ray is your fullback. Rocky Ross goes in motion. Randon's going to have the ball there, and he's got about 2 yards there on the carry. Big old number 65, Ryan Post. He goes 6'3", 295. That's a big boy.
Yeah. Most of their D and O line's pretty big. .442 left to go here in the second quarter. Brooks Herrera is your right halfback. Brandon Ray's your quarterback. And it's going to be handoff, and he's going to be stuffed. Whole slew of Eagles in there. Ellingberg was there. Henderson was in there. Walker was in there. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Cats. Ball's on the 22-yard line. I'm going to say you got to look for a pass play here. We'll see. I mean, Duke's the deepest guy, and he's at the 30. You pass to that far 9
side.
yards off the ball.
Yeah. Going to have a pitch over here to Brooks Herrera. Got a good block there, and Brooks still up on his feet. He's got the first down, and he's going to be wrapped up about the 38-yard line.
He needs to calm down.
Yeah, he's getting a little excited there. Bo Bain in there on the stop, as well as number 65, Ryan Post. And Coach Crowley, he's talking to his guys, telling them, hey, settle down. It's all right. You know, we got this. You know, just do what you do. We'll take care of business. So 3:48 left to go here until halftime. Cats lead 7-3. Brandon Ray comes up under center. Brooks goes in motion, and he's got Race, and he's just going to chunk it, and oh, goodness, good try there by Rocky. I'm just going to say both the teams need to calm down, you know.
Yeah.
Man, who was that? Was that 40 that shot through there, Isaac? I believe. Andrew Wells put the pressure on Randon. Otherwise, Ray Splensett was wide open.
Yep.
3:33 left to go here in the second quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 38-yard line of the Bearcats. It'll be Randon on the keeper, and got number 55, and that's Christian Hohen and Walker in there. 3rd and 7 for the Cats. Ball's on the 41-yard line. Blanchett splits out to the right. Rylan Ray is your fullback. Brooks Herrera is your right halfback. Rocky Ross is your left halfback. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 2:55 left in the first half. And it's going to be pitch over here to Rocky Ross. Rocky heads to the sideline, up over to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. Rocky, the Flash Ross. That was what? 59 yards. And that comes with 2:49 left to go here in the first half. Your Bearcats are up 13-3. So that's going to bring on Pablo Greco Ferrer to do the kicking for the Cats. And the Cats needed that right there. The snap, the hold, kick is up, and it is good. So you Booneville Bearcats 14, Paris Eagles 3. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat football. We'll take a little break. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium, home of champions, right off DJ George Drive, up here on the second level of Don Elmore Press Box. Rocky Ross goes 59 yards, and the Cats go up 14-3 with 2:43 left to go here in the first half. Duke Walker is going to be the deepest guy for the Eagles, and Pablo is going to be doing the kicking for the Cats. It is senior night. It is pink out night. And there's also National Guard Awareness Night, I believe. The National Guard Color Guard, led by Mr. James Lettrell. And Duke Walker's going to field about the 10-yard line, and he's going to dive forward. Both sides are fans are wanting some penalties, and coaches are talking to our play over here. Not pleased with that. 2:39 left to go here in the first half. Ball's on the 26-yard line of the Eagles. Wow. Two receivers over here to the right, one to the left. Watts is your quarterback. Got two halfbacks in the backfield. And it's going to be this little quarterback, and it's going to be a pass to Duke. He is wide open. He's over to 25, 20, 15. And he's tripped up. Good job by Brooks Herrera. Wow. He's going to be down about the 1-yard line. Wow, Duke was wide open.
Yes, there's going to be a penalty for tripping against Brooks Herrera there. That's the only way Duke wasn't getting into the end zone. So 76 yards.
76-yard run or pass from Watts to Duke. Again, he is committed to Missouri for baseball. So what?
He was knocked down, and he somehow got back up and got the foot down to take Walker down. That cost him a couple of yards.
And it looks like they're just going to take a timeout to be their final timeout. So with 1:56 left to go here until halftime, Booneville Bearcats are up 14-3 over the Paris Eagles. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium. Week 9 conference championship on the line. 1 minute and 56 seconds left to go until halftime. Duke Walker went 76 yards on a pass from Watts, was tripped by Brooks Herrera, had a penalty tacked on at the end. It's going to be a high snap, and my goodness gracious, he's going to go in from 2 yards, so that's going to put the Eagles up on the scoreboard as far as touchdown goes and makes it 14-9. 1:52 left to go here in the second quarter, and they're going to go for a PAT. It's going to be Yang. Number 4 is going to be your holder. That's Haley. And it looks like is that number 10, Henderson, to be the long snapper. Snap, kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:52 left to go here until halftime, Booneville Bearcats are up 14-10 over the Paris Eagles. And we'll see if we can get you folks some scores. Let's see here. Bigelow is up 14-0 over Hector. That's in the second quarter. And Prescott's up 20-13 over Jessieville. That's in the second as well. Atkins is up 20-8 over Two Rivers in the second quarter. And Danville and Mayflower, they're having a shootout, as Chuck said earlier. It's 24-20 Danville over Mayflower. Mayflower, Isaac, they're still fighting, honestly, for a playoff position. It still could happen. That 5th seed really hadn't been set yet.
Yep. It's mathematically possible.
It is mathematically possible. And even Atkins, they could fall to 5th place if they were to lose. But right now, Perryville is sitting at the 3rd spot. They've only got 1 conference loss, and right now they're ahead of Baptist Prep 14-7 at halftime. Yang going to be doing the kicking for the Eagles. I wonder if he's just onside or something. High kick. Race plants it. Little juke move. And he's going to be tackled about the 45-yard line. Yeah, I am too. Good job, though, by Blancett to get it. And he got 5 yards. So with 1:48 left to go here in the second quarter, the Cats are going to have the ball on their own 45-yard line. 14-10, Bearcats over the Eagles. Dax Goff is in at halfback on the right-hand side. Rocky Ross is on the left-hand side. Rylan Ray is your fullback. Randon Ray's your quarterback. And it's just going to be a keeper by Randon. Juke move there by Randon. Gets up over midfield. I believe Wells and Bradley in there on the stop for the Eagles. 1:33. The Cats do have 1 timeout left. Paris has used all of their timeouts. Race Blancett split out to the right. Ross goes in motion and kind of a busted play. Dax Goff gets it, though. He's got the first down. Dax is still on his feet. Duke Walker holds on, brings him down at the 36-yard line. Dax able to do something there out of a little busted play. Got 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go here in the second. And it's going to be handoff to Rylan Ray. He lowers his shoulder. And he's going to be tackled about the 34-yard line. Henderson and Bradley in there on stop for the Eagles. 50 seconds left to go here. It'll be 2nd and 7. Ball's on 34-yard line. Going to have a pass. Race Blancett wide open. He catches it down to the 10. 5. He's going to be tackled. Is that not a horse collar? Anyways, he's at the 4. I was wondering if maybe it was a horse collar. Maybe it wasn't. Man, if that was a little in front of him, Isaac, he'd been in the end zone.
Yep, especially if he got it in stride.
Yeah.
Nobody would have caught him.
35 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. I'll take this time. Then we'll talk about how the conference is looking. So right now, Booneville and Paris, we're on top of conference. We're both 5-0. We have 65 tiebreaker points. They have 62. Perryville is 4-1 with 45 tiebreaker points. Then you have Danville and Atkins at 2 and 3. Danville has 23 or 24 or 22 tiebreaker points, while Atkins has 14. Baptist Prep and Mayflower both have one conference win with 13 tiebreaker points. So bottom half of the conference, like we were saying a while ago, is not really set. 27 seconds, second and 1. Yeah. And touchdown. Bearcats, Randon Ray from 1 yard out makes it 20-10 with 24 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Number 3 live, Ray gets in for a Booneville Bearcats score.
All possessions are big-time possessions, but this possession right here, I think, is even bigger than any other possession. Booneville gets it going to start the second half.
So that's going to bring on Pablo Guerrecos Ferrer.
That's true. There's still 24 seconds left on the clock.
Snap, the hold's good, kick is up, and it is good. So you Booneville Bearcats, 21. Paris Eagles, 10. You got 24 seconds left to go until halftime. We'll stay right here. We'll give you some scores.
Say there's a flag.
Got a flag.
Yep.
I missed it.
Paris 7-yard line came from the umpire. An explanation is coming. They're explaining it to Doc.
So they're talking. The head ref's talking to Doc.
We're still waiting for a signal.
So I mean, it's going to be against the Cats. Coach Curley's mad.
Yeah.
And he is upset. Penalty is probably. I think the penalty is going to be for a late hit or unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bearcats. And now they're finally getting a
The
signal.
second one,
Yes,
isn't it?
Is that his second one?
Against Booneville. And that means
Maybe
Pablo
not.
will have to kick it from the 25-yard line.
Maybe not.
That's what I said before.
I thought he got the offsetting one at the beginning.
One more crack.
Maybe not.
25, that gives a chance
I don't know.
maybe Walker to do some more damage.
He never signaled he's out, so
A game like this, you need to hold your cool, and that goes for both sides.
So it's going to be unsportsmanlike against the Cats. We'll be kicking off from our own 25-yard line.
isn't he normally on kickoff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the coaching staff, those instructions may be to keep it away from number 22.
Yeah, that's honestly what I would do.
Now footballs are flying all
They're
over
changing
the
out the footballs here.
Well,
20.
there wasn't a football out there.
Oh, okay.
out there.
Two
They-
coaches threw him in.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's better than not having any.
Kicking for Booneville, number 9, Pablo Ferrer.
Ferrer will kick it off from
So,
the 25.
I guess we'll find out when the defense goes on here in a second if he's.
Receive. He's flanked by Martinez and Bradley.
So Duke's about the 25-yard line. Bradley Martinez is about the 30.
Good
Low kick and will be filled about the 31 by Martinez. Lets Duke gets in front of him. And he cuts over to the Paris sideline. And Race Blanton on the stop for the Bearcats.
Race Blanton having a really good game too.
Yeah, he's going back out there.
15 seconds
Okay.
left. Ball's in deep.
In case you were wondering what we were talking about, we was wondering with the you get two unsportsmanlike penalties, you're out of the game. We was wondering if the one that was called on the Bearcat player a while ago was that second one. So luckily it wasn't.
That 35-yard run that Duke Walker had earlier was just a simple halfback draw right up the middle.
Yes, and then
So 15 seconds, plenty of time for the Eagles to score. Ball's on their own 40-yard line, and it's 21-10 Cats leading the Eagles. Two receivers on each side. Duke is to the right of Watts.
As long as we can tackle mid-bounds and not be an incomplete pass. As a hold,
There's a penalty. Nice throw. And that's a good catch by Walker, but that's going to come back against the Eagles. Got a holding call against the Eagles, so that's going to back them up 10. And good break there by the Cats, or for the Cats. What's coach? We missed something down here. Cody Elliott did a good job up here jamming Duke. And he just ran pretty much a seam is what it was. And that was a beautiful pass. That's nice, tight spiral looking. 3 seconds left to go until halftime. So it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So the Eagles.
And Duke Walker walked off the field. He's over on the sideline.
What, he walked off the field?
Yeah, he's over there. So he's not going to be out there for that.
No, I don't see him.
He's over there by
Yeah,
himself.
he's walking to the locker room. One.
They're not paying attention downstairs.
No. Got a couple of Eagle players walking towards us. I don't know.
Well, he's wondering why they hadn't wound the clock.
Coach Weaver's wondering, yeah.
There you wound the clock again.
There, okay. And so that's going to be the final play of the first half. Your Booneville Bearcats are up 21-10 over the Paris Eagles. The Cats do get the ball to start the second half. And I wouldn't be surprised to see if Paris does another little high pooch kick, maybe onside to start the second half to try to help get up on back closer score. We'll be quiet. We'll let you enjoy your halftime show. And again, we do have the windows closed because of a little chilly, a little windy. And I'll be quiet so you can enjoy your halftime show. You're watching Bearcat football.
Tonight the band performed selections from their state competition halftime show, Adventure on the High Seas, Movement 2, Sea Shanty Battle, and Movement 3, Pirates of the Caribbean.
And back to prep on the first 2 games.
Drum major Ian Shackelford, is your band ready?
Lady Cats knew what a Bearcat
You may
does.
take the field for a halftime adventure.
Corners, they fight back and they fight back hard. It was 24-19 Baptist Prep or 24-18 Baptist Prep in the last game. And boy, Booneville fought back. Haley Lunsford got on the serve. She had an ace. Dumped one into the corner for a point. A couple of Baptist Prep errors, and it was 24-23, but Baptist finally got the last point and ended the Lady Cat season with a very good first straight season for Coach Bailey Stringer. And some of these seniors like Haley Lunsford, Abby Obar, Joey Tay, Haley Roberts, Caitlin Spain, but they had an outstanding season. Yes, they had an outstanding season, a good first season under Bailey Stringer. They're going to have some good talent coming back. Carmen Kent, hitter, Camden Dove. Ivy Lunsford came in as a sophomore and played very, very well the last few games of the season. So I'd say that wraps up all of the year. Very promising. Coach setting up in junior high. There's Stringer, Ellie Smith, Lily Downs. Bull's going to be just fine. They need to find a couple of setters, but I think they're going to be just fine for 2022.
Yeah, that's the thing about Austin. You find out when everybody can play and what combined as a team group together. I think this is a great year. Going back to state for the first time in a while. We're not in the state championship game, but I'm proud of these Lady Cat volleyball players. Proud of Coach Stringer, and I'm looking forward to Lady Cat volleyball.
Yes, and I think we are doing very good. In fact, Mansfield is in the 2A state against Lifeway Christian. And Booneville took on Mansfield, first game of the season, and arguably should have won that.
Yeah, I think there was some bad calls, but that's the team that's got to play the game. Particularly playing in the state championship with 2A volleyball, you're very close to the year. And do it the way
outstanding match. I got in on the end of the district finals between Paris and Hackett. Paris won that in 5 after coming back from behind, winning the third. That third to get the 8. That's like a 5 overtime football game. Speaking of overtime football game, that's a 9 overtime game.
I watched
And now let's hear it for our tenaciously talented intermediate band as they take the field for a combined performance with the Bearcat Marching Band.
The overtime rules have changed. Man, it takes quite a few of those. Band is being joined by the intermediate band. These are the band coaches. I think they're going to do an outstanding job. They're doing that's wonderful to see these young band members. They're going to be the future of that band and hopefully win a lot more awards.
Our combined band will now join on our high seas adventure to perform the Wellerman. And then they will cheer on our Bearcats with Cherokee.
Pride was when they came in and took over. Man, it's just been stepped up a notch.
Yes, yes, they took it to a whole new level. Well, let's take a couple of minutes break and let us catch our breath after that intense first half. You're listening to Bearcat Football on 104.7.
Directors Brian Rhodes and Angela Rhodes, and color guard sponsor Perry Goff. Our next adventure will be on November 1st at War Memorial Stadium, where our Bearcat band will compete at ASBOA State Marching Competition. Go Bearcats!
There we go. We are back, folks. That was your award-winning Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. Largest 3A band in the state.
Yep.
Speaking of state, your Booneville Bearcat Marching Band is going to be competing Monday, November 1st at War Memorial Stadium at 2:15. That's a state competition. So we will cheer on the band as they go on to state Monday, and hopefully they bring home some more hardware. Mr. and Miss Rhodes has done an awesome job with the band. I mean, the band was pretty good. You know, band was good, and it's like Ethan said, they just took it to a whole nother level. You know, just adding to it, making it. I mean, it's just awesome, and just like how the people support it as well. And you know, next Monday, they're going to be going to War Memorial and compete. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them come home with some hardware. Had our little intermediate band join for the first time on Friday night. That's going to be the future of the band, as they were saying earlier on the radio. And I'll get you folks some halftime stats real quick. The Paris. I'll wait till Miss Green's done talking. All right, so some stats at halftime. The Paris Eagles have 23 plays for 172 yards, 10 minutes and 8 seconds time of possession. They have 17 carries for 74 yards, and they are 3 of 6 passing for 98 yards. Booneville Bearcats has 30 plays for 251 yards, 13 minutes and 37 seconds time of possession. Got 28 carries for 221 yards. We are 1 of 2 passing for 30 yards. We have 11 first downs. Paris has 9 first downs. Paris is 1 of 4 on fourth downs for 25%. And Booneville is 5 of 8 on third down for 62%. That is the first time in the last 2 games that the Booneville defense has given up a first down. So that's pretty good. Paris has 6 penalties for 39 yards. We have 5 penalties for 40 yards. Chase Watts is going to be your leading passer for the Eagles, 3 of 6 for 98 yards. Duke Walker is the leading rusher, 10 carries for 59 yards. Chase Watts is your second leading rusher with 6 for 10. Duke Walker is the leading receiver. He's got a catch for 72 yards. And Bo Bain, number 5, has 1 for 20. Mason Bradley is the leading tackler for the Eagles with 4.5. Andrew Wells has 4, and Duke Walker has 3.5. Henderson and Engelberg have 3 apiece. For your Booneville Bearcats, Brandon Ray, 1 of 2 passing for 30 yards. Brandon is your leading rusher, 11 carries, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Rocky Ross, 3 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Dax Goff, 5 carries, 36 yards. Rylan Ray, 7 carries, 24 yards. And Brooks Herrera, 2 carries for 20 yards. Race Blansett is the leading receiver. He's got the only catch for 30 yards. Peyton Tatum, Cody Elliott, Brooks Herrera, Chase Plumell are all your leading tacklers. They have 3 tackles. Dax Goff has 2. Race Blansett has 2 as well. Your Booneville Bearcats are going to be receiving the ball. Paris Eagles are going to be kicking off. See if we can get y'all some scores before we get teed up here. Manila is up 27-6 over Walnut Ridge at halftime. Hoxie and Osceola, it's got a tight game. It's 14-0. Hoxie over Osceola. And Mayflower and Danville. Danville is up 32-20 over Mayflower. And Atkins is leading Two Rivers 20-14. Onside kick by the Eagles. And Tayton Ross in there to fall on it, the senior for the Bearcats. So the Bearcats are going to take over on their own 49-yard line to start the second half. Brooks Herrera goes in motion. It's going to be Rylan right up the middle, still on his feet. And he's going to have a whole slew of Eagles in there on the stop. Number 40, Wells is going to be the man with the initial contact. It's going to be about 2nd and 6, 7 maybe. 11:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Race Blansett split out here to the left. Ray's going to be your quarterback. He's going to slip, still on his feet, and he's going to be able to get about 4 yards there on the carry. It's going to be about 3rd and 4 for the Cats with 11:10 left to go here in the third quarter. Gary and Jen Taylor are watching. She asked that if y'all would please keep their families in your prayers. It's kind of been a rough week for them. And Brandon's going to be close to the first down.
There's a bobble snap there.
Yeah. I'm glad he was able to hold on to that there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Last time we went for it, the Eagles stopped us.
Depends on where I'd sneak it.
Yeah,
right
I would.
Backside A gap.
And it's going to be handoff to Rolland. He's got the first down.
Pretty close to the same thing.
Yeah.
Just the gap over.
Dax Goff is going to come in for the Cats as Rolland Ray comes out. So Dax is going to be the fullback now. Ross and Brooks are your halfbacks. Ray Splancett is your receiver, and Dunn Daniels are tied in on the right-hand side. Matt Obar is going to be your center. Your left guard is going to be Johnny Barnes, and your left tackle is going to be Mason Goers. And it's going to be a handoff to Dax right up the middle. He gets up over to about the 34-yard line, and Mr. Simmons in there on the stop, number 13 for the Eagles. 9:40 left to go here in the third. It's 21-10, Cats over the Eagles, and it's 2nd and 7 for the Cats. On the right side of the line, your right guard is going to be Mr. Brett Welling, and your right tackle is going to be number 70, Cameron Osborne.
On second down from the 34-yard line, 2nd and 7, 9:20 left, third quarter, 21-10 Bearcats.
Randy comes up under center. Ross goes in motion. Bobbled snap, and Randy's just going to get on it, and he's going to be thrown down for a loss by Henderson. And ooh, it is getting chippy. Bad snap again. That's 2 bad snaps on this drive, Isaac. So Rollins going to come back in at fullback. 3rd and 13. I feel like we keep repeating ourselves, but 3rd and long for a running team. Not good.
I think it's happened, this is the 3rd time tonight?
Yeah.
4th time?
3rd or 4th time. Ray comes up under center. And it's going to be pitch over here to Rocky on the right-hand side. Rocky slips, still on his feet. Got a flag coming in from the side over there, so we'll see what it is. I'm afraid that's going to be a holding call against the Cats. We'll see.
I think they did.
Because it would be 4th down and still about 12 to go. It is declined.
It's going to be declined, and the Cats are going to punt. It's the first time we punted tonight, isn't it? So, Rylan Ray to do the punting. He's averaging about close to 40 yards a punt, so we'll see. Duke and number 5 back deep, Bo Baines. High snap. Good kick by Rylan.
Look for the ball.
And it touched him. Oh, goodness gracious. Doggone it. Duke just happened to be in the right spot at the right time.
When you get down there, you need to look for the ball.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking like it. They're going to catch it.
So the Eagles are going to take over on their own 11 with 8:16 left to go here in the third. Caden, Bubba, Cash, Wickton are watching the Cats at Pops and Mimi's house, and they say, "Go Cats, beat Paris." Looks like we got a couple young cheerleaders down there helping the other cheerleaders. Got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Got a guy going in motion. That's Martinez. He gets the ball over here on the right-hand side. And I don't know how that's not a holding call. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Trace Hall. Man, I don't know how they missed that holding call on Tatum. Anyways, it's a first down for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And they're going to have the ball on their own 29-yard line. Watts is your quarterback. Walker is going to be to the left of him. 2 receivers to each side. Martinez is going to go in motion again. Same play just to the other side. Dunn Daniel meets him, though, and he's going to be maybe a yard. Oh, they give him a good spot. 7:50 left to go here in the third. Cats are up 21-10, and it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 31-yard line. So we've got trips to the left, one over here to the right. I believe that's Bradley. Is that Bradley back there with Watts?
Cody Elliott wants to get a big head start here. Back
And he's looking. And it's caught by number 4. That's Haley. He's across midfield. Barnes is going to come in for the Cats. It's going to be first down for the Eagles. This little slant route there by Haley. Bradley's going to be your halfback back there with Watts. 2 receivers going to be on each side. 7 minutes left to go here in the third. Bearcats shift. That's going to be a false start against the Eagles. It's going to be a false start against the Eagles. And got two guys back there in the backfield. Bradley goes in motion for the Eagles. And we pass back in. It's deflected by Rylan Ray. So that's going to bring up second down for the Eagles.
Yeah, trying to sneak that screen in there.
Yeah. Jude Simons is going to come back in for the Eagles.
Bradley will now come out. Henderson is in. Notice Walker is also out right now.
2 receivers to each side. Watts is your quarterback. Bradley's your halfback. Watts is looking, got some pressure from goers over here on the backside. And intended for a Haley, just out of the reach. So it's going to be third down for the Eagles. Be third and 15. Yeah, he did. He's got a good arm on him.
Yeah, if they could protect a little bit better.
Yeah.
It'd be a totally different story.
Yeah, it would. So it looks like Henderson and Bradley's going to be back there with Watts. 2 receivers over here to the right. Watts is rolling over here to his right-hand side. Got some pressure from Plymell. Dunn Daniels in pursuit. Chase is going to try to go after him. And Rylan Ray, I'm sorry, that's Dax Goff in there on the stop for the Bearcats. That's going to bring up fourth down for the Eagles. About 4th and 12. Ball's on the 48-yard line of the Eagles. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the third. And the punt team's going to come in for the Eagles.
Yes, you. Donnie Glover downstairs, somebody had gotten on the track and needed off, and he says, yes, you. Well, no, because near the lead of Stuttgart to 24-21.
Simmons to do the punting for the Eagles. High snap. Another nice punt by Simmons. And Bradley's going to down it. About the 15-yard line, the Cats will take over there. Mr. Chuck Alvarez says, go, Booneville, beat the Parasites. Did you say the Hillbillies were up, Chuck?
Yes.
They're playing Lamar. Looks like they'll get a conference championship, more than likely. Wow. Danville Mayflower's got a shootout going on in Danville. 5:40 left to go here in the third. And it's going to be Randy on the keeper on the left-hand side. Cuts back to the right, up the middle, over to the 40, 45, 50, down to the other 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. Brandon Ray, 86 yards. And that's going to put him well over the 100-yard mark.
Yes, he outran Bain the
So that comes with 5:24 left to go here in the third. The Booneville Bearcats are up 27-10. Pablo Gradicos Ferrer to do the kicking for the Cats. Brooks Herrera to do the hold. That'll put Randon about the 160 or so mark. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:24 left to go here in the third quarter, Booneville Bearcats 28, Paris Eagles 10. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium, right off DJ George Drive, Shield Field, here in Don Elmore press box. It's 5:24 left to go here in the third. Randon Ray goes 86 yards for a touchdown to make it 28-10. And that's going to put Randon about the 160 mark, and it's going to be fielded by that's Henderson. He cuts over here to the sideline. He lowers his shoulder and is going to be tackled about the 41-yard line by.
I can't tell if that's a flag or not.
I don't know if that's a flag or what. Trace Hall on the tackle for the Cats, though.
I guess it is a flag.
I think it is a flag. It just looks weird.
I sort of look like he tried to chop somebody. It's just what it looked like from a glance. Or a block below the knees.
Block below the knees. So
Sort of
that'll
what it
come
looked
back.
like. Well. That's just what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
Ball is at the 42-yard line. I don't think the official had marked the ball was where there was a penalty either. It's we marked off.
So is that what he never did?
There he goes.
Yeah.
It
So
was.
you're right. Block below the knees.
Or
So
chop
that's
block, whatever
15-yard penalty. So that's going to put it back at the 15. Wow, Bigelow. They're the #1 team in Class 2A now. Bigelow is. They're up 35-0 over Hector. Looks like Duke Walker is back in the game for the Eagles. Trips to the left, one over here to the right. He's been over there on the sideline. And it's going to be a keeper by Watts, and he's going to be met by a whole slew of Cats. And they're not going to let him go. And that's going to be Dunn Daniel and Cody Elliott. Mike Regan's watching all the way from New York City. Says, nice run for the TD. Give a shout out to Austin Wilkins. Also probably watching up there from upstate New York. And as mentioned earlier, the Wickens, they're watching from northern Pennsylvania. Watches your quarterback. He's looking, got some pressure from Ply Mel. Rolls over here to the right and just going to go out of bounds about the 16-yard line by Dunn Daniel. It's going to be third and 10 again. Yeah, 3rd and 9. 4:32 left to go here in the third. It is 28-10. Cats over the Eagles. Brett Welling's going to come out for the Cats. Two guys in the backfield. Bradley goes in motion, watches rolling, got some pressure, and ooh. Is that? So 4th down for the Eagles. So Mr. Simmons is going to be punting from about the goal line, if not his own end zone.
And it's still the third quarter score, so still time for the Lions to come back.
Taking a timeout.
Player down now.
Uh-oh.
And he's indicating cramps. Let's take 30 seconds. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Cool 104.7.
And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. The injured cat slowly coming off was Mr. Mason Goers.
They do an outstanding job.
So that's going to bring in Brendan Dove. He's going to be an outline. Ooh, I'll spit it out here in a second. Outside linebacker position.
Jude Simmons back to punt for the Eagles. Herrera and Randon Ray back.
Jude Simmons be doing the punting for the Eagles.
Gets the punt off from about the 12-yard line.
And high punt. This is kind of one you just kind of stay back from. And it's going to take an Eagle roll, be down at the 45-yard line. McFarley says, go Cats.
Booneville will have first and 10 from there.
Booneville 45-yard line. Booneville take over first.
So 4:18 left to go here in the third. It's 28-10, Cats over the Eagles. Ray Splants is going to be split out to the right. Dunn Daniels, you're tied in over here on the left side. Rocky Ross goes in motion. Dax Goff gets it coming back here on the backside. He's got some guys. Oh, got a flag coming in here. Doggone it. Good stiff arm there by Dax, and he's going to be tackled at the 17-yard line, but this is going to be coming back.
Yeah. Can't do much when the guy tackles you.
No. Dad said they can't hear me. So that's going to be against the Cats. Be first and 16 from the 39-yard line. 4:07 left to go here in the third. Devin Davis says, go Cats from Fayetteville. Love the defense flying around. And it's going to be handoff to Rylan Ray up the middle. Let's see, who is that on the bottom of the pile? 65, Ryan Post. He's 6'3", 295. 3:33 left to go here in the third. It's 2nd and 12 for the Cats from their own 43-yard line. Dax Goff is going to be your right halfback. Rocky Ross is your left halfback. Rylan Ray's your fullback. Dax is going to get it back over here on the backhand side. Ball is out, but he was down.
He's calling it, yeah. He's calling it down.
Looks like Casey Matson's in on the offense for the Cats at left tackle for Mr. Mason Goers. They're attending to Mason over here on the sideline.
Third and 8 for the Bearcats. Ball at the 47-yard line.
Dunn Daniels splits out to the right-hand side now for the Cats. Rocky Ross goes in motion from the split position. He's going to get the handoff over here on the right-hand side. And Rocky lowers his shoulder. He's going to be close Probably about 2 yards, maybe a yard or so short from the first down.
Henderson over there on the stop.
For Rocky Ross with a big pickup. Right down there,
Bain
10,
also
Nate
out
Henderson.
there, and 4th and a yard.
Pretty much the same situation we were in earlier on the last
You have a
drive.
flag on the play.
Yeah, now we have
Got a flag? Who's that on?
another flag on the play. I did not see that flag. And I think this one's going against the Cats.
I am probably a holding call, I'm guessing. Yeah.
This will be stepped off against
Oh, goodness gracious.
Holding.
Yep.
Holding's going to go against the Bearcats.
take it back to the 38-yard line.
Man.
Bearcat territory. Booneville needs the Paris
After the penalty, it'll be 3rd and 17. Ball is the 38-yard line.
All right, so we'll do this again. 3rd and 17 from our own 38-yard line with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Cats are up 28-10 over the Eagles. Ray Splensett split out here to the left. Dax Goff is in at halfback. He goes in motion. And Brooks Herrera gets the pitch over here. And he sidesteps, and he's going to be tackled by Henderson over here. Hey. Oh, Duke had his arm around Race's neck. I tell you, it's been chippy all night long from both sides. Not just one side. It's been both sides. So it's going to be 4th down for the Cats, and we're going to punt for the second time tonight. Bo Bain's going to go back deep for the Eagles.
Matson is back off the field.
Here's the snap, punt.
It's almost blocked.
A decent little punt, I guess. Takes a cat row, and he touched it again. And he stays on his feet somehow. Ooh, I don't know how that's not a blindside block right there. That's a football hit, but and nowadays you can't.
Back there to block the kick.
Not nowadays, that's not allowed.
No.
Ball is placed at the Paris 28-yard
So the Eagles are going to take over from their own 28-yard line with 1 minute and 31 seconds left to go here in the third. Watts is going to be your quarterback. Bradley's going to be your halfback. 2 receivers to each side for the Eagles.
Well, they have an update on Harding and Newport, but they still haven't updated it. 7-3 halftime score is what they had last.
Got a guy going in motion. That's Martinez. He gets it over here on the right-hand side. Cuts back, and Dunn Daniel and Cody Elliott wrap him up. I'm sorry, that's Peyton Tatum. OPT, he was the leading tackler at halftime, as well as 4 other Cats with 3 tackles each. I'll try to update the stats real quick, see what we got. So yes, Mason is. Yeah, Mason's back in. So that's a good thing for the Cats. Trips to the left for the Eagles. Watts is looking over here, a little quick curl route, and it's incomplete, intended for Bo Baines.
He had him open at about the Paris 38-yard line, but overshot it.
Right now, Dunn Daniel and Cody Elliott got 5 tackles apiece. They're the leading tacklers for the Cats so far.
No change in any of the scores in the conference.
3rd and 7, 51 seconds left to go here in the third. And the ball's on the 32-yard line of the Eagles. Trips to the left, one over here to the right. Bradley's going to be your halfback. Got some pressure from Plymell. High pass. And overthrown. That was intended for Bo. And just right out of the reach of him. Hall was in pursuit. But man, if he would have caught that in stride, he would have went in. So it's going to bring up 4th down for the Eagles. So Mr. Simmons is going to come on. So that's going to send Randon and Brooks back deep for the Cats.
Simmons awaits the snap at the Paris 20-yard line. 23 seconds left.
Low snap. And Brooks is going to pick it up. Oh, and he gets up to about the 40. I don't know what kind of move that was, but that was nice. So he gets tackled or pushed out of bounds, really about the 46-yard line, I think is where they're going to spot it. Maybe 47.
Watts chases younger brother on the stop, number 3.
Number 1, Brooks Herrera with the return. He's down for number 32, Mason Bradley.
Bradley also in on there. 1st and 10 for the Cats at their own 46.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats, ball at their own 47-yard line.
Mr. Jeff Dyer is watching from Central Arkansas, the old elementary school principal. He says, "Go Cats."
This side, Herrera and Ross are the halfbacks with Rylan Ray behind Randall.
33 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. It's 1st and 10 from our own 47-yard line. Brooks goes in motion, and Randall's going to keep it right up the middle, and he's going to get about 8 yards there on the carry. Number 40 coming in there off the bottom. That's going to be Wells as well as Duke Walker.
About 20 seconds left, quarter.
And so 20 seconds, that's unless the Cats decide to run the play, that's more than likely the final play of the third. And don't look like we are going to. So at the end of 3, your Booneville Bearcats 28, Paris Eagles 10. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat football. We'll take a little break and be right back. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium. And cheerleaders are 2 for 2 on hitting the press box. Brandon Ray comes up under center. And it's going to be a pass play. Got whistles.
Told you to be pass.
Yeah, you were right. What were we blowing the whistle for,
Early
though?
movement. The right wing moved.
Oh, darn it. So
Usually,
it's on,
I saw
that's
this
from
guy move early. I don't know about that side.
That's from the far side.
That I don't know.
Well, it's against us.
False start. Oh.
So I got a question. Was it a false start on the guy you saw or a false start on the left side of the line?
I don't know.
Either way, it was against us, and it makes it 2nd and 7 from the 50-yard line. Got 11 minutes and 54 seconds left to go here in the ball game.
Run the same play again. Come on.
And we hand off to Rylan right up the middle. Rylan Ray up over to the 35, 30, 25. And he's got Bo Baines with him. He's still taking him. And he's going to be tackled at the 10-yard line. He carried Bo about 5-10 yards. I was kind of hoping he'd just take him for a ride into the end zone.
That's a pretty good run.
That's a pretty good run. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And Rylan Ray's going to get a little rest after that. Dax Goff is going to come in at fullback.
That's Rylan Ray offering free ride, picking up that first down. Ball will be brought at the 10.
11:22 left to go here in the ball game. Dax is at fullback. Brooks goes in motion from the right halfback position. And then Dax gets the ball. Ball comes out and touchdown. Mason Goers as he knocks the ref over.
Well, luck was on our side on that.
Touchdown by your right tackle. So Dax Goff gets it from the fullback. Ball pops out. Mason standing at the right spot. Goes in, runs the ref over. Ball comes out, and Race jumps on it. I wouldn't suggest doing that every time, but it's not every time a lineman gets the score.
Definitely interesting.
Definitely interesting.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. Let's take a break.
But hey, I mean, that's a good job.
Hey, it's still a score.
Still a score.
As ugly as it was.
Yep. And Mr. Chuck Alvarez is right. He says gives credit those boys in the trenches some credit. They're doing a good job here tonight. Open up some holes. Let those boys get those long runs and the short runs. Those short runs sometimes are a whole lot better than the long ones just because we're out a little bit quicker.
Yeah, you don't have to run as far.
You ain't got to run as far. Wow, Charleston is up 14-7 over West Fork in the fourth. Charleston is undefeated in the conference 4A1, and that whole conference there is just a jumbled up mess, honestly. Just because you had several teams last week, like what, 5 of them, 2-2? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Maffie's probably going to lose to that. So they're at the bottom of that conference.
Mansfield is.
Yeah.
So Pablo. Yeah, West Fork, they're fighting for a playoff position. Pablo's kick, good kick by Pablo. It's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line by Bradley. He cuts over to the right-hand side, and he's going to be tackled about the 35. We got Peyton Tatum in there on the stop for the Cats. Yeah, just to give y'all a picture of how the 3A1 looks. Charleston's on top of the conference, 5-0. Hackett, Lavaca, and Cedarville are all at 3-2. And then Lincoln and West Fork are 2-3 in conference, and Greenland and Mansfield's 1-4 in conference. But there's, between Hackett and Cedarville, there's 7 points difference and 3 from between Hackett and Lavaca. So it's a very tight race in that conference. Chase Plummo got some pressure on Watts, and it's going to be incomplete. Good job by Peyton Tatum to knock it away.
That was a good pass.
And we got to have a penalty down here, probably roughing the passer. What'd you say that score was, Chuck? 42-19. 42-19, Prescott over Jessieville. So it's going to be a new set of downs for the Eagles, and they're going to be in Bearcat territory as the ball's on the 49-yard line. 10 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the fourth. It's 35-10, Cats over the Eagles. Trips over here to the left. Watts is your quarterback. Walker is your halfback to the right of him. And he's looking for a little curl route over there to Bo Baines. Sheds a tackle on Cody Elliott's going to push him out of bounds.
Number 5, Bo Blaine on the reception, pushing around about 32. Cody Elliott. 8-yard pick at
10 minutes and 39 seconds left to go. Be 2nd and 2 from the 41-yard line. Pottsville's up 35-8 over Dover. Chuck said Hoxie and Osceola is tied 14-14 in the fourth. Got some pressure. Watches throwing. And he's going to be out of bounds. Good job by Baines, though, but he caught it out of bounds. That was good coverage, though, by Trace. Trace was right there in front of him. So it's going to be 3rd down for the Eagles. Let's see. Dardanelle is up 13-7 over Waldron. That's a halftime score. It's two receivers to each side. Martinez goes in motion. And it's going to be handed off to Walker on the left-hand side. A little sidestep, and he's going to be stopped. Cody Elliott and Dunn Daniel in there. And Brett Welling comes in and helps finish it off. We've got a little kicking and pushing and a whole slew of stuff going on down there.
Mike's carrying the ball off.
So it's going to be 4th down for the Eagles. About 4th and 2 with 9 minutes and 55 seconds. Eagles are going to have to go for it if they have any hopes of making this.
The Walker he just takes himself out of the game.
Yeah, I don't understand that. So it's going to be a timeout by the Eagles with 9:41 left to go here in the 4th. The Eagles will have 2 timeouts left. The Cats have all of theirs. We'll take one with them and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. 4th and 2. Ball's on the 41-yard line of the Cats. Give a shout out to Mr. Matt Marsh. He stopped by and say hi. Hung out with us for just a little bit. Got 2 receivers to the right, one over here to the left. Bradley is to the right of Watts. Henderson is to the left of Watts. There's the snap, and it's going to be handoff to Bradley. He's got the first down, and he's going to be tackled by Rylan Ray and Randon Ray. Okay. Oh, and yeah, and it's 1st down for the Eagles. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Got trips to the right, one to the left. Bradley's going to be a halfback. Watts is rolling out. He's got Elliott from the pressure. Plymell's pressuring him now, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to have a 1st down. Trace Hall shoves him out of bounds. That's going to be Bo Baines on the reception. And Bo, he's doing pretty good. He's just, honestly, Isaac, all they're doing is just a little curl route. About 5 and curl, 10 and curl. That's really all that is.
Yeah, playing soft coverage like we almost always do. 7, 10 yards off the ball or off the line of scrimmage.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what Florida did back in the 90s or something against Alabama, I believe. Wound up beating them. Martinez goes in motion, and it's going to be a handoff. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be a little swing pass, and got a pop there from Mr. Peyton Tatum. So incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd down for the Eagles. Ball is on the 20-yard line. 8:53 left to go here in the ball game. It's 35-10, Cats over the Eagles. So Mr. Welling's going to come out for the Cats. And I believe Mr. Johnny Barnes went in for him. Bradley splits out, or is to the left of Watts. Cody Elliott with the pressure, and it's going to be passed to Mr. Bo Baines, and Trace Hall there on the stop by the Cats.
Hey, that's there all day.
It is. If I was Coach Weaver, I'd do that until our defense done something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd
keep doing it until you can prove you can defend it.
Exactly. You know, switch sides with it as well. You know, put your trips on the far side. But you got 2 receivers though to each side now. And Bradley, he's playing halfback right now. Watts has got some pressure, and it's going to be touchdown. It's like a post route there by Bo. So 8:06 left to go here in the 4th quarter. It is 35-16, Cats over the Eagles. Mr. Gang's going to come on to do the PAT.
I think you're missing quite a few people.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I
They're
counting right?
missing- Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
they're missing 2.
They're
3.
missing 2. 15 seconds on the play
I mean,
clock.
they can kick it that way.
They can. They're still short.
Come on, block it.
Load that side up, boys. Load that side up. And that's going to be no good. And so with 8:06 left to go here in the ball game, it's 35-16. Cats over the Eagles. We'll stay right here. We'll thank our sponsors for the app and for the website, BoonevilleBearcats.com. Again, that's 5B Properties, B Plus Rentals, Saks RV Park, Patriot Underground, Crowley City Service, Community National Bank, Stacy Holbert Photo Art, and Gerald Baker Shield of Shelter Insurance. Again, those are the guys and gals that helped made our app possible, as well as the new website. I want to thank them for that as well. And thank you to the administration. We got a pretty good administration, Isaac, you know. And not many schools, you know, they can say, hey, we're wanting to make this website. We'll have stories on the kids, on all the sports. We need some people to sponsor it, you know. You may get a couple from different, you know, but I've said it the last several weeks. I'm glad I'm from Booneville, you know. We support the community. Yes, there's things that's, you know, could be worked on. Of course, there's always things in every town that needs worked on. But I'm glad I am a Booneville Bearcat, and we have the support of the community and the administration. Not many people have that. Going to have an onside kick, though, here by the Eagles. And Mr. Cade Smith's going to get on it.
These officials need to start calling stuff on both sides.
Yeah, I think it's
getting a little out of hand.
It's gotten worse as the game's gone on, honestly. Did you just say Hoxie's up 21-14, Chuck?
Final.
Oh, that's a final. So Hoxie's more than likely is going to win Conference 3A3. And so that could – the Bearcats, we finish out the season and win. Could face Osceola if we make it to the second rounds, I believe, thinking off the top of my head, for a matchup again. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now it's 1st and 10 from our own 47. It's going to be hand off to Ryland right up the middle as he's turning those legs, and he's still going. And he is going to be down to about the 47. .7:44 left to go here in the ball game. It's 35-16. Cats over the Eagles. Cats have all of their timeouts, and the Eagles have 2 of theirs. Cats are taking their time. Lancet splits out to the right. Daniel, you're tied in on the left. Ryland Ray's your fullback. Ross and Herrera is your halfbacks. Ryland gets it. And there was just a punch right there a flat-out punch. I don't know how the umpire did not see that from number 10. Anyways, Dax comes in, and Brooks is going to come out. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, 6:52 left to go here in the ball game. Ball's on the 47-yard line of the Eagles.
Yeah, he's in the
Well, he is, yeah. There it is. I was about to say he's almost touching our helmet. So that's going to be a first down for the Cats.
And it's going to go against the Eagles.
Danville is up 45-27 over Mayflower in the 4th quarter. And Atkins is up 20-14. Well, that's the second quarter score. That's probably not right.
Yep, probably a little old.
Yeah. Boy, he is offsides again, isn't he?
Yep. He didn't call it.
He didn't call it. And Ryland Ray, oh, that is. I'm not saying nothing. 6:18 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Cats are up 35-16, and it's going to be second and about 5, and the ball is going to be on the 42-yard line.
5-yard pickup, we got 2nd and 5.
Second down, 5. Reminder that Booneville will wrap up the regular season next week on the road in Perryville. Take on the Mustangs.
Cats taking their time. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Dax Goff goes in motion. Ball. Is that a fumble?
And let's see who's come up with it. It's still
What, good exchange there.
Harris has it.
One on the play, it is recovered by the Eagles.
Just a bad exchange. We had a few of those today, Ethan.
That one looked like a bad snap.
So, yes, Paris has it with 5:41 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Cats are up 35-16. 65. I'm pretty sure, 65 was the one that come up with it for the Eagles. So they're going to take over on their own 36-yard line.
It's not much. Quitman putting it in Mountainburg.
Let's see here. Looks like Duke is back in at halfback. He's going to be to the left of Watts. Watts is looking, and he's got some pressure. Johnny Barnes, and in it. Oh, yeah.
He fell down.
So that's going to be from the spot of the foul.
Pressure from Johnny Barnes. Hey, that kick can move too, Barnes.
So Chuck just said Ozark won 30-14 over Lamar. Wow,
over
Cedarville beat Mansfield.
Yeah, that was what I've heard was a pretty bad game.
Ooh. Watts, and he's going to have pressure from Ross. Still got some pressure. Rocky's still on him, and it's hard to get away from the flash. Chase Plymel, and Watts, and he's good job by the Cats secondary and your Cats defensive line. You got to give those guys right there in the trenches. Chuck said it earlier for the guys on offense. Got to give some credit to the guys there on defensive line getting some pressure after him. So, loss of 3 is going to be second and they're going to say second and 14. Ball's on the 48-yard line of the Eagles. 2 receivers to each side. Watts is your quarterback. Duke is to the left of him. Got some pressure from that's Mason Goers. Rocky Ross is still coming after him. Rolling over here to his left. Throws it. And it's going to be incomplete. That's intended for Haley. Got 5 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the ball game. It's 3rd and 14.
He's also getting some heat from Mason Gores.
Brett Wellington will come into the game for the Cats.
3rd and 13.
2 receivers to each side. And Watts is going to be a quarterback. And he's got pressure from Chase Plymel. He falls down. And Peyton Tatum's going to get him. He's going to be maybe a yard or 2 short of the first down.
A couple of yards short of the first down. They need the 39. The ball's in the 41. Lansing coming in the secondary to replace Brandon Ray.
Looks like Ray Splance is coming in for Ray. Same formation for the Eagles. Oh! What are we going to call? Offsides on us or a false start on them?
He's calling a false start.
I will say the left guard moved.
Yeah.
Okay. 4:55 left to go here in the ball game. So it'll be 4th and 7. This is, they've got to do something here. They can. They are very capable of making this up right here. Got 2 halfbacks back there with Watts. It's going to be Walker to the left and Henderson to the right. Henderson goes in motion, and it's going to be, got some pressure, and it's tipped, and oh, darn it. That is Haley. Oh, Ray Splansett bats it up.
You always bat it down.
Always
you never
go
bat
down.
It up.
Remember that, kids. Good try, though, by Blansett. And good job by Haley, though, to hold on to get it and watch it.
Keep your eye on the ball. Haley did a good job there, and the Eagles convert a 4th down. 4:31 clock running. They have 2
Trips to the right. Watts is looking. Little curl route over here to Haley.
Oh,
and he's going to be tackled by Blansett. Yeah, he's in bounds, and the clock's going to run. Unless they want to use a timeout, there's 4:15 left to go here in the ball game. I figured they'd be a little bit more hurry. I mean, I know you're down 35-16, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Watts is your quarterback rolling to his right. Got some pressure from Plymell and Cody Elliott. I'm sorry. That's Dax Goff.
Elliott was coming off of that right side. He's been waiting for it all game. He got it right there.
So we got a timeout now.
Injured player.
Oh, injured player?
Yep.
We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium as Mr. Barnes comes out for the Cats. Ethan just said Harding is up 35-3 over Newport. Booneville's own Jesse Frost is a coach up at Newport. So it's 3rd and 9, 3:42 left to go here in the ball game. Ball is on the 25-yard line. Trips to the left. Watches your quarterback. He's looking, got some pressure, and he's going to be tackled by Dax Goff and Rylan Ray. Eagles fans, I think, are wanting a penalty or something. I think they're mad about. I don't think they're. Anyways, it's 4th down and 8. 11-10 left to go here in the game. There's 2 minutes, and ball's on the 24-yard line. And Watts has got some pressure again, and Duke Walker goes in for a touchdown with 2:55 left to go here in the ball game. It's 35-22. Yang to come on for the PAT. Looks like they got everybody in there for the PAT. See if we can get in there and block it, though. Snap, and it's going to be no good again. His last 2 kicks, he's kicked to the right. So it's going to be 35-22. Cats over the Eagles with 2:55 left to go here in the ball game. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium. Paris just scored, what was that, probably about a 25, 30-yard pass or so to Duke. So 2:55 left to go here in the game. 35-22. Be another onside kick here for the Eagles. Yang onside kick. And we'll see. Dunn's fighting for it. And Duke Walker gets it. Man. So we'll see what we got cooking here.
It's a two-possession game.
Two-possession game. They
wasted a lot of time on that last drive.
They really did. I didn't understand that. I thought they had one timeout left. They got two?
Got two.
Okay.
We have all three of ours.
We do have all three of ours. Danville is up 50-34 over Mayflower with 4:42 left to go in the game. Trips to the right, one over here to the left. Won't be surprised to see a little curl route over here. And there it is. Good job by Cody Elliott. Oh!
They tried to hook and ladder there.
Is that a fumble? Daniel picks it up, and he's going to be wrapped up. And
they tried to hook and ladder there.
Yeah. Looks like we got an injured. We got an injured Paris guy down here on the sideline. So we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Just joined us. Paris player is down on the sideline over here on the Cats. Paris tried a little hook and ladder. Cats come up with it. Daniel did. And he got tackled out of bounds by a couple of the Eagles guys. We do have an Eagle down right now. And
it's going to be a little while.
It's probably going to be a little bit. Looks like they're calling for the ambulance. So wouldn't hurt to say a little prayer for the young man. I don't know who it is, but wouldn't hurt to say a prayer for him. We'll take a break and be right back. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Zach Austin, Frederick Brown, back here at Bearcat Stadium. Just joining us, got a injured Paris player. Do have the ambulance over here attending to him. They're taking all the precautions that's needed. Don't know who it is. He could use some prayers though. But we're going to get you a couple scores here real quick. Danville has scored again. It's 57-34 in the fourth over Mayflower. Manila is up 39-6 over Walnut Ridge. Salem's up 42-6 over Cross Country. That's in the fourth. Wow, Hackett 60, Greenland 26.
That's weird.
That's in the fourth. That's kind of
yeah.
That's surprising. Hackett, they like to kick on sides quite a bit. Almost like a Plastic Academy. Let's see here. Truman is up 29-21 over Rivercrest. Cave City is up over Gosnell 14-0. Let's see here. See if jump. Oh, wrong thing. Jump over here to this other one.
Once again, to remind you, the Bearcats will be off to Perryville next Friday night.
Paris does play Danville next week, Isaac, in week 10 of Arkansas High School. The Cats will travel to Perryville, take on the Mustangs. And trying to see if I can see their score. Final for Prescott is 50-19 over Jessieville. Harrisburg beat Corning 47-14. And Harding beat Newport 34-3.
Taking their time and not taking any chances whatsoever. Bigelow beat Hector 35-0. As Stephen mentioned before, Bigelow Panthers are a big favorite to win 2A. Junction City having a bit of a down year.
Let's see. Jump over to, we'll look at the playoff bracket now that we know Hoxie and Osceola's game's final. Try to get it brought up real quick for you folks. Well, there to go. Here we are. So, got 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the game. Your Cats are up 35-22 over the Eagles. The Cats are to win out. We will have a home game against the 5th seed out of the Conference 2. And then looks like it's going to be Osceola playing the 5th seed from our conference, which could be Danville. Danville's up over Mayflower. Perryville and Baptist Prep was in a close game. Baptist Prep needed some help from Mayflower since they lost to Danville last week, which is kind of surprising to me. They played us pretty good, played Paris pretty good.
Yeah. Well, they were beating us in the first quarter.
I mean, yeah, they was beating us in the first quarter. They're improved from last year. I mean, they won 4 games last year, but they're better than what they were last year. Even though the record really don't show it, I believe they're better than what they were last year. You know, they're senior laden, so and that always helps too. You got a bunch of seniors on the team. But we're on the bottom side of the bracket, pretty much towards the very bottom, because there's us and then the 5th seed from Conference 2, which could be Salem. That's way up north. But luckily that's going to be here. And below us is going to be Osceola playing the 5th seed from our conference. Below that is going to be the 2nd seed from the 6th conference, which is McGee and Risen's conference. Could be Risen. Playing the 4th seed from Conference 3. More than likely, it's probably going to be Harrisburg. And then the very bottom game on the bracket is some people think Glen Rose, but that's the 2nd seed from Conference 5. More than likely, it probably will be Glen Rose, and then you have Jessieville probably at the 3rd spot, with Centerpoint could be the 4th seed. Centerpoint could be a very dangerous 4th seed in the playoffs.
Yep.
They had had Prescott beat, and they scored, 24 unanswered points pretty much in the fourth quarter. Come back to beat them. They had Jessieville up. They was up over Jessieville, I believe, by 14 points. Jessieville comes back and beats them. So Center Point's got the linemen for it. They got some big guys up front. They got a good, good offense, good quarterback. I know their quarterback got hurt at Prescott. I'm not sure if he's quite back yet. But if they are to get the 4th seed, if Jessieville is to win next week, it just depends on how Week 10 games go. Center Point could be a very, very dangerous 4th seed to play in the playoffs.
Still can't see this young man's number. They're taking him to the ambulance now.
And they are loading the young man onto the ambulance. Again, say a prayer for the young man.
69, and that's Dalton Bowen. And we certainly wish that young man the best. Please keep him in your prayers tonight.
We're not sure which way the ambulance is going to leave out, so if they're going to step off the track.
Let's take another.
So
Let's make it 90 seconds. You're listening to Bearcat
we'll
Football
see here.
4.7.
Now, the second seed from our conference, Isaac, is going to be on the top side of the bracket. And we'll be playing the 4th seed from Conference 2, which is Harding's conference. Let's see here. I'll see. Since Newport lost, let's see where they're standing in that conference. So Newport, it depends on how Melbourne does tonight. They are playing they ain't playing nobody.
Open.
They're open. Now they play Mountain View next week. So as I go back here to the bracket, the Paris is probably going to be the 2nd seed unless something here happens. If the Cats hold on, Paris is more than likely going to be the 2nd seed. They'll probably host Riverview, which is out of Searcy. So that's the 4th seed. They're on the very bottom of the top bracket. If they were to win, they would play the 2nd seed, either the winner of the 2nd seed from the Conference 2, which could be Newport, could be Melbourne, or the 4th seed from Conference 1, which is Charleston's conference. That, like I said a while ago, that conference it's messed up. Charleston's up top. I think Charleston wound up winning, did they not? They did. So Charleston's going to win that conference. Then you had West Fork, Lavaca, and Cedarville, all with 3 wins and 2 losses. And you had a couple of teams with 2 losses. So that, like I said, that conference messed up. It'll take next week to figure and solidify. If teams have the same record as each other, it goes to head-to-head. Well, if you have 3 teams, say Cedarville beat Hackett, but Hackett beat Lavaca, well, they've all got the same record. Well, how do you determine that? Well, it goes by the points you score if you win. If you win by more than 13 points, then you just automatically get 13 tiebreaker points. If you win by 1 point, you get 1 point. And so it would come down to tiebreaker points. So that's why it's very crucial when you're playing it in a close game to score, points. Like Baptist when they played at Atkins, they scored on the last play of the game to make it a 1-point game because they knew more than likely later on they could need that point, and they're going to need that point to help them get into the playoffs now since they lost last week. So we are fixing to get back here, get underway. It's 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of the Cats. The Cats do have the ball as the last play before the young man from Paris got hurt.
I think they're waiting on them to leave.
They're waiting on him to leave?
Start, so it looks like.
Okay. Paris did a little hook and ladder. Dunn Daniel was able to get it. And Cats are going to take over on their own 45 with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game. We do have all of our timeouts, and Paris has 2 of their timeouts left.
Whichever way that goes, that could be a homecoming for the 2 Parish boys who were once in Booneville, or we could see those
And looks like they're going.
Yeah, they're still going to wait on that.
Yeah, I
ambulance,
think we'll wait on the ambulance to go back.
Tell you what, let's take another minute. You're listening to Bearcats
Let's see
football.
here. Oh, that's not the one. I've got so many.
Got too many tabs open.
Too many tabs open that I've got them all jumbled up here as I jump back and forth. I'll jump over to that one. So, like I was saying, we went out. We'll have a home game against the 5th seed from Conference 2. And that's going to be probably, well, let's see, Mountain View or Salem. They're both 1 and 3 in conference. Mountain View is going to play Melbourne, I believe. Was it next week?
Sounds right.
That's right. And Salem's going to play Harding Academy next week. Salem is beating Cross County right now, 42-6.
We're back here at Bearcat Stadium. We're waiting for the ambulance to leave the premises.
Mountain View.
Updates on some scores that might affect who Booneville plays in the first round of the playoffs. It looks like it's
Riverview beat Mountain View 7-6.
currently leading Cross County.
Wow, that's a final.
Salem will have to play Harding Academy next week.
Melbourne is playing Mountain View next week. So
This conference will play the 5th place team from Conference 2-3A. That's where Harding is, and that's where Salem is, and Mountain View, and some other.
so yeah,
It's still up in the
it's
air.
still up in the air. It really is.
We'll find out. It'll be solidified.
Be solidified next
Next week.
who our opponent in the playoff will be.
And they finally pick up their first win on the field. They picked up a win by 4
If we are to win the first playoff game, second playoff game will be home, and could be the 2nd seed from Conference 3
So, congratulations.
or the 5th seed from our conference.
Final, Benton 42, Lake County
So
41.
It's just weird. Well, we have to play a 2 seed in the second round of playoffs.
it's how the AAA's got it laid out. Because
Yeah.
I don't understand. Because on some of them, they have 2 3 seeds playing each other.
Yeah.
You know.
They need somebody to redo their bracket.
Yeah. Yeah.
45-28 Riceburg.
Yeah. Like there's.
Makes me feel good.
You have two games of 2 3 seeds playing each other, and I don't think that it shouldn't be like that. You know. But that's my opinion. Anyways, not no bracketologist. I'm not on the AAA board, but most people's really not a fan of the AAA, really.
No.
Just being quite honest.
Maryville has won their game against Baptist
So
Prep
we'll see,
2013.
since Osceola lost, who their opponent. They play Manila next week. So could be Osceola, could be Manila.
Whoever
and-
wins that game, I guess.
Yeah. Whoever wins that game
Harmony Grove
will be the 2nd seed.
beating Rison 41-30.
Did you say Harmony Grove beat Rison for? Wow.
That kind of surprised. That game
That is
being
surprising.
played down in Camden, though.
Played Camden here a couple years ago, back when we won the state championship.
Big score. Hazen beats Carlisle tonight 70-30.
Wow. 70-30. Hazen beat Carlisle. Hazen's been in the state championship in Class 2A the last couple of years. Desark's also been kind of a force to reckon with in 2A. Fordyce, they've won back-to-back state championships.
How often do you see two 70s in the same night?
I believe Chuck said Little Rock Southwest. I know I'm jumping from ours in our playoffs, but Little Rock Southwest won their first game. Isn't that what he said? Anyways, I like their name. He said, their nicknames, the Griffins, which it's Little Rock McClellan combined with J.A. Fair. McClellan was the Lions, Fair was the Eagles, so they just combined the mascots, come up with the Griffins. And also, if I'm not mistaken, combined the colors, so they're purple and green.
That's an interesting combination.
So, got a very nice stadium if you hadn't seen it. Nice stadium. Also, Malvern got a nice press box. We was talking
Yes.
about that last week
Yeah.
with the Atkins live stream guys. We played down there our junior year, or my junior year,
My sophomore year,
and your sophomore
2008.
year. Yeah. And nice, I mean, real nice press box. Very, very nice. One of the guys from Atkins said it's almost like a war memorial, just how the setup was.
The whole of this side of the state in small school volleyball is just exploded.
We're still waiting. Let's see here.
I believe it, yeah, second at least. Hackett and Paris. Yes, Charleston's been a fine
Yeah.
team.
I'll tell you what. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin, and we'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat Football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium. Got the ambulance going now. We're going to go around the track. Young man from Paris. Again, please keep him in your prayers. Not exactly sure what, but they took all the precautions that's needed. Definitely hope he's all right. So please say some prayers for the young man. We do have 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the game. Cats have all their timeouts. Eagles have 2 of their timeouts. It is 35-22. Cats do have the ball on their own 45-yard line. And as the ambulance is making its way over towards the Paris sideline, and they're giving a big old round of applause. And And let's see. Yeah.
They're probably waiting on the ambulance.
Yeah. Looks like Brandon Ray is going to be your quarterback. Brooks Herrera is your right halfback. Rocky Ross is your left halfback. Rylan Ray is your fullback. Race Blancett is going to be your receiver split out over here on the right. Dunn Daniels, your tight end on the left. It's going to be handoff to Rylan Ray. Rylan Ray's got a hole up over here on the right-hand side. Stiff arm still on his feet. And stiff arm Duke still on his feet. Rylan Ray, touchdown, Bearcats. Rylan Ray, 55 yards. Stiff arming guys. Looking like a college running back right there with them stiff arms, man. That was awesome. Or Marshawn Lynch. There we go. Go all beast mode on them.
Yeah.
So it's 41-22 with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left to go here in the ball game. That's going to bring on Pablo Guerricos Ferrer to do the kicking. Give a shout out to Pablo's mom and dad watching back in Spain, and all you ladies and gentlemen watching from all over the country and the world. High snap, and Brooks is going to just take off with it. Cuts back. He's going to throw it. Oh, knocked down. It's intended for Race Blancett. That was Bo Bain there. Good job by Bo knocking it down for the Eagles. And quick thinking by Brooks. It was a high snap to roll out. And so it's 41-22, and that happened quick.
It did. Yeah, coming up from that injury timeout, like Paris was a little flat.
Yeah.
But that's sort of understandable.
It's very understandable. Very emotional experience. So we'll see here. Excuse me. Mr. Pablo going to do the kicking. Let's see who's going to be back deep. So we got Henderson, Duke, and Martinez. Any one of those guys can take it to the house.
They can.
So I wouldn't mind to see maybe a little, I would say a little pooch kick over here about the 40, but there's a little closer what I would want to try that. Good kick by Pablo. It's going to be fielded at the 9-yard line. Tosses it back to Duke. He cuts it over on the right-hand side, and he's going to be tackled by Cody Elliott. Oh, Cody Elliott. Cody's got to be the player of the game on defense and special teams. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Watts is going to be pursued by Dunn Daniel Chase Blamel. Good throw, and it's going to be cut over here by Haley. And he's going to be tackled about the 48-yard line, 49-yard line of the Cats.
He's tackled inbounds, so once the chains get set, they'll start the clock back. I imagine they'll keep on passing here, but
yeah,
to no avail more than likely. At 2:10 left in the fourth.
There's a snap, a little quick curl route, and it's tipped by Race Blanson, intended for Haley.
That was a good play. Jumped that route.
That was a good play. Looks like the Cats defense has adjusted that. Cody done the same thing earlier, but yeah, they've adjusted to that. Lonnie Bottom played for the Bearcats from 1962 to 64. Is retired from the Army. Was a Walker there on the right-hand side. He's going to have the first down up over to the 30. And he's going to be hit by Dunn Daniel. Anyways, Lonnie Barham retired from the Army, colonel in 2007, lives in Warwick, Rhode Island. And just give you a shout out. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you for that. Trips to the left over here. There's going to be a handoff to Duke, and he's going to be tackled by Chase Plymell and Dax Goff.
Less than a minute 30.
I don't understand how come they're not using timeouts or going a little bit
Well, you're
quicker.
down 20 points.
I mean, I know
You're
it's
down 3 scores.
That's true. But I mean, especially earlier, though, too, you know.
Yeah. When you had 4.5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
It was a 2-possession game. Yeah, they probably could have used a couple timeouts.
But
Could serve a little more time, but
right. But I guess, I don't know. When you're down there, you got what you want to do and everything. And then it's going to be Bradley on the carry. Whole bunch of cats in there on the stop. Got Welling in there, Daniel, and Race Blancett as well.
35 seconds now. They'll have to run one play.
Got 24 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers to each side. And this is going to be handoff to Bradley over here on the left-hand side. And Brett Welling going to tackle him for, I guess, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be the last play of the ball game. So your final score is going to be Booneville Bearcats 41, Paris Eagles 22. Your Bearcats clinch a part of the conference championship. It will be an outright conference championship next week if we are to beat Perryville Mustangs. We will be playing at Perryville. Paris is going to be playing Danville. And I think that game's going to be played at Paris. Yeah, that's going to be played at Paris. So the Bearcats are going to go to 6-0 in conference. Paris is going to go to 5-1. Perryville was ahead, so they're going to go to 5-1. So there's going to be a tie for second place right there. Perryville needs to win, and that would it'd force a 3-way tie for first. Danville wins, so they'll move. Well, they were ahead. They'll go to.
Yeah, they're more likely one.
Yeah, they'll go to 4-3 in conference. And Atkins was ahead, and they'll go to 3-3. So, could very well come down to tiebreaker points. Be very, very interesting. I'll refresh my phone. I'll give you some stats.
Should be a lot of yards on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
Lots of first downs. 1 pass play for us. 2 pass plays.
I think we had, what, 2?
Yeah, we had 2. 1 for 2.
Well, I don't know. There it is. Okay. I got one more shout out. Barber says, go Bearcats and go Mason. Paul and Barber, I hope I say this right.
C.
Coeta? I'm sorry. From Massachusetts. Now for your stats. If I find the right tab. There we are. Give a shout out to Uncle Bob. I know the game's already over with. Give a shout out to him, though.
Yeah, just a tad late.
Just a tad late. All right, here we are. Paris had 58 plays, 369 yards of offense, 23 minutes and 29 seconds time of possession. Had 32 rushing attempts for 123 yards, 14 of 26 passing for 246 yards. They had 2 passing touchdowns. The Bearcats had 51 plays, 486 yards of offense, 24 minutes and 30 seconds time of possession, 49 carries for 456 yards of offense, 1 of 2 passing for 30 yards. Each team had 1 turnover. They had 10 penalties for 68 yards. We had 10 penalties for 94 yards. We had 5 sacks for 44 yards. They had 5 punts for 41 yards. We had 2 punts for 31 yards. Chase Watts, he was 14 of 26 for 246 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Walker was the leading rusher with 77 yards. Martinez was next with 25, then Bradley with 13. I don't know the last time Duke was under 100 yards or held under 100 yards. That's a pretty good job for the defense right there. Duke's a very good athlete, very good player. Watts is a very good quarterback as well. Good arm, and he throws the ball. It's a nice, tight spiral. You don't see that much from a lot of high school kids.
Well, especially in the 3A.
Yeah, especially in the 3A. Duke was the leading receiver, though, for the Eagles. He had 2 catches for 96 yards. Haley had 5 for 74, and Bobain had 5 for 59, and Martinez 2 for 17. Bradley was the leading tackler with 8. Henderson had 7. Wells had 6. Walker and Post had 5. Now for your Bearcats, Brandon Ray, 1 of 2 passing for 30 yards. He was your leading rusher with 173 yards on 17 carries and 3 touchdowns. Rylan Ray had 15 carries, 142 yards, and a touchdown. Rocky Ross, 5 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. Dax Goff had 9 for 53, and Brooks Herrera 3 for 23. Ray Splinsett had the only catch. Dunn Daniels, your leading tackler for tonight. He had 9.5 tackles, followed by Cody Elliott with 9. Peyton Tatum had 4.5, as well as Dax Goff. Chase Plumell had 4. Ray Splinsett 3.5, and Brooks Herrera had 3. Got to say the defensive player of the game, I would say Cody, but might as well give it to Cody and Dunn. They were both all over the field tonight for the Cats. As far as your offensive player of the game, Randon, might as well go, I guess, with both Ray boys. Ryland goes beast mode there on the last touchdown.
Last touchdown there.
Yeah. And so might as well give both the Ray boys offensive player of the game, and Dunn and Cody with the defensive player of the game. And, I mean, I know that's sharing it, but, I mean, you got 2 guys with 9 tackles, one with 9.5, the other one with 9. They were all over the field tonight. The defense did good. Your offensive line, did good. You had 2 guys well over 100 yards, and then a couple other guys, closing in on 100. That says quite a bit on our defense. I mean, we come in averaging 409 yards of offense, rushing offense. So, and a lot of that is to the guys up front and to the coaches. We'll be on the road next week against Perryville, final home game. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's out there watching. And for Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. And Lord willing, we'll see you next week. And remember, as always, it's a great day to be a Bearcat.